Ahí estamos, buenas noches, feliz viernesito. Aquí andamos en el Chokorreo. Saludos a toda la raza que se anda conectando, machín, machín. Ahí recomendamos un share, le recomendamos un like a todas las páginas del Chokorreo. Aquí andamos su compa Max. Un viernesito, vamos a pasarla chingón, vamos a echar unas pisteaditas, ya se echar una fumadilla, pasarla bien. Saquen el chiquish chiquish, el pollito. Saludos a toda la gente. Manden sus comentarios, aquí se van a andar viendo los comentarios aquí en la pantalla que tenemos nosotros aquí enfrente. Saludos a toda la raza. Antes de iniciar, por ahí saludos a toda la raza que se vienen las próximas fechas, que vienen mis compadres de Legión Sierreña next Tuesday. El 1 de abril vienen los compadres de Crudos. El 8 vamos a tener a special episode. Viene mi compadre Gesiel, viene Juanito from Boardroom. Viene, ¿quién viene? Mi compa Luigi, viene JJ, Ulises, so we're gonna have a good episode. Y luego ahí después le vamos a mandar más información de todo lo de abril. Saludos a todos ustedes. Y desde Maryland, vienen los compadres al estilo norteño sax, mi compadre de Conjunto Alazar, ¿cómo anda? Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
¿Cómo anda la raza?
Bien, estamos
Bien.
bien. Gracias
Arrímense a los pinches micrófonos que no.
Al 100, aquí andamos al 100.
Ay,
Al 100 aquí nomás con
saludcita. Es viernes.
un
La
apple,
gente-
un apple juice.
Vámonos, de una vez. A lo que venimos, compadres. Saludcita, compadres. Guys, welcome to the city of Chicago. For the first time. Saludos. Mi compadre Montiel. Saludos allá.
Shutdown.
Para toda la raza del East Coast. La raza de por acá de Chicago, les presento a mis compadres de Conjunto Alazar. Vienen desde el área de Maryland, desde el East Coast. Al estilo norteño sax. Vienen a chambear este fin de semana por acá. Venimos a hacer unos proyectos. Before we start talking and having a good time, guys, I want to welcome you guys to Chicago.
Gracias.
Como andan
gracias.
primera vez por acá, les recomendamos, compadre, todas las redes sociales de mis compadres de Conjunto Alazar. Ya tienen ya el disco en vivo en Spotify, en todas las plataformas. Tienen el primer sencillo que se llama Sangre de mis venas. A ese también. Y todas las redes sociales. También quiero darle las gracias a mi compadre Pedro, Everástico, toda la raza que vamos a estar, van a estar mañana allá en la antigua hacienda. Va a estar Kikín de los Astros, va a estar Decibel, saludos a los compadres de Decibel. Y también va a estar los Héroes del Norte, saludos ahí para ellos también. Vamos a estar trabajando con mi compadre Fry. Mañana, you guys have a photo shoot planned with mi compadre Fry, todo el equipo del AMG,
Fry Guy
saludos.
Designs,
Hell
hells
yeah. Saludos a todo el equipo de AMG, saludos a todos ellos. También tenemos unas buenas noticias ya esta semanita también. Para ustedes, la gente que gracias a ustedes, pues poco a poco se va creciendo esto, que es el live, es more like a live stream / podcast. Porque también obviamente pasamos el audio en Spotify y todas las plataformas para que entre la semana se revienten todos los episodios bien recomendados. Y también this weekend we're going to be doing live recordings. También mi compadre Paco de Corazón Norteño va a andar trabajando ahí con nosotros. Para la familia también Hernández, si no me equivoco. Para la amiga Lily y su familia de ellos que nos van a estar prestando one of the locations for the live stream, for the live session. So, vienen por primera vez por acá, a venir a tocar puertas, pues poco a poco a lo que es la música, right?
Sí, claro que sí.
Pues antes de que empecemos por ahí, preséntense todos, los micrófonos están abiertos ahí de este lado.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes, me llamo Romelio Crespo, soy el bajo eléctrico del grupo Conjunto Alazar.
Órale. You guys can pass the mic. You can take it off the clip. you can take it. That's what she said.
No, bueno, saludos. Aquí Oscar Escamilla, baterista de Conjunto Alazar.
Órale. You can pull the cable. It's long enough. It's good.
Buenas noches, me llamo Johnny Guzmán y soy el acordeonista de Conjunto Alazar. Mucho gusto aquí a toda la raza de Chicago. Muchísimas gracias por recibirnos y un saludo para toda la gente del DMV. Gracias.
El que sigue.
Hola, ¿cómo estamos? Soy Ángel Vargas y toco el bajo quinto en el grupo.
Sin pena. No, ponle.
Sorry, Jess.
No, escucha.
Aquí es Javier Escamilla y saxofonista de Conjunto Alazar. Hay saludos para toda la familia Escamilla allá en Tehuicingo, Puebla, y a toda la familia Barrera de Santa Cruz de Jalpa. Saludos. Y hay saludos a my little son Mason. Y ahí a la esposa, saludos.
Sí, es el primero que cayó, güey. El primero que cayó.
Ya con eso dijo todo el compa.
Falta uno. Oh,
Que no se
arrímese, mi compadre. Dale.
¿O quieres mejor?
¿Sí? Cable hay de madres.
Gerardo Cruz, saxofonista de Conjunto Alazar. Max, thank you for having us in Chicago. No
thank you,
mames,
guys.
I know they said it was cold, bro, pero no mames.
Esto no es nada, bro. No,
Ya
se la vinieron.
Yeah, it's March, bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's March. No, it's good. No, you guys should have came in January. It was like 30 below zero, bro. Ahí, si quieren, pues buscamos unas fechas for next year. Yeah, it's a little windy. That's all it is, man. That's all it is, for sure, man. Saludos a toda la gente que está conectando, la gente que anda por acá. Les recomendamos ahí las redes sociales, obviamente, que le hagan share para que se haga bueno el mitote y con mucho gusto. Sus preguntillas también con mucho gusto para la gente que anda por acá de aquí de Chicago que quiere saber de los compas. Pues vamos a hablar. We did have a live stream out back in, what was it, November? Was it November? I think we had it. Allá con mi compadre Miguel, la amiga Eli, allá con la familia Ortiz. Yeah, saludos a ellos que nos prestaron ahí el bar. Pues obviamente, pues, I mean, to take the studio all the way out there, you know, it's a big difference, you know, with the lights and the mics and the mixer and everything and the cameras and obviously the computer, all the things that I use here. It was a big difference. Y se hizo lo que se pudo, you know, and we had a good time. Y pues aquí está su casa también, you know, guys. Cuando gusten, hasta en tiempos de vacaciones, you know, when you guys want to come out with the family or stuff like that, or come chill for the weekend type of thing, pues aquí está su casa, man. Obviously. How's everybody feeling? You guys are a little tired or what? Because you guys took a nice drive, man.
I slept pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a nap.
Yeah, took
Más que nada.
Sí, porque llegaron hoy en la mañana, ¿no? Como a mediodía más o
Como
menos.
las, what, like 12:30, como las 12. Yeah.
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 For sure, hell yeah. Pues ahora sí.
Los tacos.
A los tacos.
Hell yeah.
Tacos.
Luego mi canal Jesse, pues él ha venido, para los que conocen, no conocen, aquí mi canal es mi hermano Jesse, y pues él también es parte de la agrupación, mi primo es Johnny, primo de sangre, y pues con Romelio hemos tocado desde la era duranguense, que tocamos con Impecable juntos, Escamilla Bros, yo los conozco desde ya también desde tiempo, Angel en Gio casi los conocí ya más reciente. Pero son puros músicos ya de tiempo, o sea, con experiencia. Menos este puñetas, porque esto está pollo, nada, no se crea. Siempre nos llevamos bien, siempre así nos llevamos. Digamos, nos vemos y en vez de pinche abrazarnos y ahí que pinche cariño nos decimos puras pendejadas y media, ya sabes.
Yeah.
Pero
saludos ahí, mandando
ahora
saludos
sí ya
a mi
están
compa
llegando los
Danny.
saludos. Mira, ahí está llegando la raza.
Mi compa Danny Ochoa.
El compa
Saludos al compa.
Ángel, Kelly, Daniel, mi
Saludos
compa
a
Dani.
Erlen.
Saludos, compadre, The Drummers. ¿Quién es? Erlin, saludos a Perros, saludos Johnny,
Erlin.
Eric, Tony, mi compa Tony, los compadres de estilo privado, saludos.
Yo,
Saludos,
Tony.
ya se andan reportando los
Salucita,
ratos,
salucita,
por favor,
hijo.
Saludcita, que se le estén pasando bien. Saludcita desde aquí de los estudios. Y también, obviamente, a mi compadre Monty, que anda por acá en backstage.
Monty,
Saludos,
detrás de
man,
las
saludos.
cámaras. En la consola. Ahí
En la
el sound engineer de Conjunto Alazar.
Y también dice que
Mero.
lo van a traer de traidor, porque tráeme otra cerveza, tráeme...
Tráete otras dos, bro, de
Sí,
una vez.
de una vez.
De una vez.
Si están calientes, agárralas del refri y te las traes. Ahí
O si quieres, tráete el refri completo.
como dicen, rotate. Rotate, saludos, man. Luego dice mi compadre Danny, dice, sacan el churro. Luego se prendió uno. El churro dice, pero
¿Qué es
el
eso?
churro con azúcar y canela.
Dijera un compa que conozco por ahí, un cinnamon stick.
Y un cinnamon stick.
Un cinnamon
Dice,
stick.
Hey, yo.
hijo de su chingada madre. Saludos a mi compadre Miguel. Dice, dígales que ando sentido porque a mí me dijeron que iban en carro. Y yo los vi que iban volando. Saludos. Se los admiro un chingo y se les quiere. Saludos.
Saludos a mi compa
Ay.
Vale, a mi compa Miguel Ortiz.
Saludos.
Ay, para toda la raza de Curiogan. That's
Hell
right.
yeah,
Quiroga,
arriba
hell
Michoacán, vale. Y
Bueno,
fíjese, mi compadre Romelio es de Guerrero. Y pues todos son de Puebla.
Durango.
Y luego mi compa Chías de Durango. Aquí un chingo de gente de Durango, güey. De Santiago, la gente de Vicente Guerrero. ¿De ahí eres tú, ah? La gente, saludos a la gente de Vicente Guerrero que anda por acá. Aquí hay chingo, aquí nomás el color te falló. Pero porque ya, yo he ido a Durango, güey, y casi puro güero allá,
Pero
güey.
nada, pero este compa,
es el
aquí
compa
le
güero.
llamamos, es Gerardo alias el güero.
Pues ahí está.
Solamente los, como dijeran por ahí, the real ones, no, the real ones.
Yeah.
no.
You know, you know.
Yeah, güey, saludos. Dice, me tomaré un shot en su nombre. Hijos de chingada, tomarse
Ahí
un shot
está,
de mezcal pa'
saludcita de la
ustedes.
buena.
Mira, allá atrásito, luego, escojan la botellita, a ver cuál van a querer.
Tu chingada madre.
Mi compa Ángel es el bueno.
Es el bueno
Es
para el tequila,
padre.
ese
Mira,
güey,
ahí
el
están
mero bueno.
unas botellitas. No, de una vez. Sí, a lo que vinimos, compadre. Porque hoy sí va a haber una buena excusa. Si se acaba, y hay otras. A que sigan luego.
Ahí está un saludo para el compa Tony Vivar y el estilo privado.
Saludos, dice el Chaparro Ramírez, dice saludos chavalones desde Maryland, un fuerte abrazo.
Ahí está,
Saludos.
saludos, chaparro.
Saludos allá para todos ustedes, mi compadre Rafa Nava, siempre apoyando aquí todos los podcasts locales
Gracias,
de aquí
gracias.
de la ciudad, mis compadres de Sangre Norteña,
Sangre
unos de
Norteña.
Sangre Norteña, saludos para mi compa José y a toda la clica de Sangre Norteña, obviamente saludos a todos ustedes. Bueno, vamos a platicar de cómo inicia el grupo, cómo se lo han pasado, you guys got in here, what's, not like basically saying what's the expectations, you guys are coming and knock doors, para abrir los horizontes, and that's the whole idea, el transcurso de hacer el viaje para acá, it's just not, being in that comfort zone of, your inner city and all that stuff. It's, risking it slowly, going out of state, not just 4 hours, we're talking about a 12-hour drive. And then, coming to put your foot in the door and see if, que se den a conocer, no nada más in the East Coast, pero en otros lugares. So, ¿cuánto ya la agrupación, ya cuánto va?
Ya vamos para 4 años.
4 años.
En julio, el
Cuat-
21 de julio,
Yeah.
4 años y pues yo pienso que el año de la pandemia, como todos estaban
Yeah.
encerrados, ¿no? Todos nos tocó vivir algo difícil. Pues yo pienso que a veces uno no cuenta en ese año porque no.
Yeah, hay unos que sí, hay unos que no. Pues mostly everybody doesn't, bro. Because it's the pandemic and a lot of people were like, half of the year we were stuck at home.
Right.
Half of the year. And then they kind of, I don't know about how it was out in East Coast, out in Maryland, but over here, they lifted some of the restriction y boom, las pinches fiestas en putizas, backyards and
It took a while.
and basement gigs aquí en Chinguizas empezaron y the second wave hit and then they closed everything again.
Yeah, pues casi lo mismo. O sea, se hizo lo que se pudo, pero
Yeah.
obviamente pues con precaución.
Yeah.
Y la gente igual estaba viviendo en una época donde no sabe ni qué pedo, ¿no? Porque nadie se lo esperaba así. Y de repente, pues, ahorita estamos aquí, ¿no? Hoy estamos aquí,
Yeah.
gracias a Dios.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm really glad you guys were able to make it, because we were talking back and forth, Obviamente, it's not an easy process, to come out here and come and open doors and make plans to invest, porque también obviamente es un, y a mí, ¿qué chingada no me van a dar? Oh, se acabó, oh, que la chingada, I was like,
No, pues,
damn, ya niggas hit me, bro.
Hablando-
Damn, esos culeros. ¿Quién? Oh, ¿ya? ¿Tú ya? ¿Tú? ¿Ya? Oh, entonces yo quedé.
Ya te nomás que-
Bueno, saludcita,
ahorita me-
saludcita
ahí
before we start. Y a ver si nos acordamos de hoy.
Pauta.
Wow.
Oh, shout out también para mi compa Bobby que anda ahí, chequeando, que anda ahí en las redes.
Hell
Mi
yeah.
compa Bobby hasta allá está, creo que anda allá por Houston, mi compa Bobby.
Saludos allá para la gente de Texas también. Toda la musicada de aquí de Chicago. ¿Cómo anda? Dale uno a mi compadre.
Ay, mi
Monty.
compa.
Ande. Ahora. Se sorprendió.
No, hijo.
Dice que anda backstage. Dice.
Hola.
He's-
Un saludo para la raza de Oaxaca.
Saludos
Toda
para la
raza
gente
de
de Oaxaca.
y la raza del Salvador.
La raza del Salvador.
Dice. Saludos. Saludos ahí para todos ustedes. Con mucho gusto, manden aquí sus comentarios. Con mucho gusto, aquí se está viendo todos los comments. Aquí estamos viendo todos los comments. Y obviamente, during this next week, we will be having the audio on Spotify, Apple Podcast, en todas esas plataformas para que lo escuchen, se revienten el episodio de today. Hijo su chingamal, qué rico. Guácala, qué rico. ¿Qué le haces esto, primo? Hell yeah.
Hermano.
Bueno, ahí está. Ahorita damos round 2. So, el grupo ya viene 4 years, right? 4 years. Everybody ya que tiene experiencia. Let's start with mi compa Romelio. How many years in the music? Yeah.
15,
15.
was
We kind
15.
of almost started together.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
más de 14 años.
Yeah, 14 años de músico. Has it always been the bass?
No.
All right.
Empecé, believe it or not, I started on the flute.
On the flute?
On the flute.
On the flute de la
La
flauta,
flauta.
La flauta, ya, la flauta.
Ah, andabas pinche soplando ahí en la escuela.
Me juegan.
We're in school?
En school, yeah.
In school? The flute.
So,
Soplas.
lo primero que mi papá me dice, oye, no puedes tocar un instrumento más masculino, ¿no? más de macho, más de hombre.
Sí, sí.
Es que se requiere un hombre para que toque la flauta.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
takes a
pues,
real man,
Sí.
right?
A real man. I'm not that.
I'm
not a real
that-
to play the flute.
So you get the flute. ¿Y cómo le haces? What's your next instrument, or what's the transition of you getting another instrument? Or
Pues mi papá me dice, hey, no tienen por ahí una guitarra, un bajo ya de jodido.
Mhm.
Voy a preguntarle al maestro, me dice, yeah, I got a bass lying around.
Okay.
Ahí agarré el bajo, pues ahí empecé el bajo era primero. Pero
Okay.
es cuando empezó lo del duranguense.
El bass.
Ajá.
Okay.
Cuando agarré el bass es cuando
Ajá.
lo duranguense estaba más fuerte.
Okay.
Pues yo tocaba lo duranguense con el bajo, pero pues eso
Yeah.
no es lo que es.
It's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same thing.
Nah, me despreciaban los grupos del área y ya después me dicen, papá, no, pues aprende teclado, la tuba. Y me puse a ensayar en 2 semanas, agarré la tuba y ya después todos me querían.
Yeah, I remember that.
Todos
Yeah.
me querían. Sí.
I remember you modifying, what was it? The Juno, the
Juno
Roland
G.
Juno.
I still got that keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Juno G.
You modified it to make it sound almost like a D50 type. Yeah, I remember.
I love the way that tuba sounded. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
I can't afford
modified
it.
it.
I'm gonna fucking fake it till I
Yeah,
make it, man.
exactly. In the concept, dude.
Yeah.
I remember we played together for how many? What was it, like 2 years?
2
We
years.
played almost 2 years. It was you, it was Nefta, it was La Cuija, compa Cuija, saludos. It was Richie en un rato estuvo en la
Oh,
tambora.
Gato.
El Gato también estuvo ahí. I left when after Gato. No, Gato came in for a little bit and I
Yeah,
left.
I
That's
think
when I got
you
out.
were still there, yeah.
Mi compa Mariano too.
Ya anda el Mariano. Sí.
Yeah, que anda por allá en México. Saludos. And then
Think that
you
was-
did tuba for years, I remember.
For
And then did you grab the bass? When did you grab the bass again?
Basically, once I joined this band again.
But you played bajo sexo too, right?
For a
you
bit,
played,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for a bit.
Yeah,
Empecé a
yeah,
agarrar
porque
un poquito
estuviste un tiempo con Esmerado.
Esmerado, sí.
Yeah.
Pues queríamos tocar norteño y teníamos el bajista, pero no había bajo quintero. Y dije, no, pues yo me la aviento, ¿no?
Ujú.
A ver qué sale. Y
Yeah,
sí, lo agarré un rato.
un rato.
Pues ya después del grupo, obviamente, ya no se hizo nada, pues
Yeah.
me salí yo, entré con los de Capaz y pues ya es cuando empezaron estos con el concepto del grupo el que tenemos ahorita.
And then that's when you joined Alazar
Yeah.
after that, right?
Yep,
All right.
right after Capaz.
Let's go next with mi compadre Oscar. It's for me, dude. I think just me personally, my personal opinion. I think you're one of the top-rated drummers out in Maryland because I know a lot of drummers out there, and I think you have one of your way of playing. It's the top in the DMV, man.
Oh,
For
thank
me
you.
personally, because
appreciate that,
obviously
yeah.
it's not to obviously you know guys that I'm originally from the East Coast. Para los que saben, para los que no saben, yo vengo de the same area you guys from, Riverdale, from the DMV. But one of the reasons I come out here to the city, to Chicago, is because of the music. You know, tú sabes que antes, I mean, obviously, mi primo Johnny y yo tenemos desde tiempo ya en la música, y tú sabes que cuando iniciamos nosotros de morros in high school and stuff like that, there wasn't much.
No.
There wasn't much. And I was wondering, like, yo fui casi uno de los únicos que was, you know, like, rifársela and left. Why? Because buscar algo un poco más, you know. Ahorita ya it's a different story because we got a new generation, new generations donde ahorita ya está el YouTube, like the same thing here in the city, you know, muchos hablan de que muchos morros ya han agarrado el YouTube y o aprenden así en chinguiza porque YouTube, there's so much knowledge out there to teach you that you kind of don't need a teacher, you know, most of the times, you know. Y antes nosotros aprendimos muy a nuestra manera como pudimos, or somebody that would teach you their way because that's what they knew, you know. They were passing down what they knew. It wasn't like there was a school out there for our genre, que era lo regional mexicano, or en ese tiempo era el duranguense, o lo norteño, o lo grupero, you know. So, you know, let's start with my boy Oscar. You know, for me, that's why, you know, before you start, I want to,
Oh, thank you.
you know, I consider you in the DMV one of the best drummers out there,
I
dude.
appreciate that.
¿Cómo inicias, man? Because it's ese token, you know, doesn't come that quick. You know, it's I've heard a lot of bands out in that side, and you have one of the like more of one of the solid, you know, timings and when it comes to the music. So how did you start?
Well, actually, I started off with the saxophone. The alto
Saxophone?
saxophone. Yeah, back in
Ah,
elementary
tocabas
school.
el pito como estos, güey.
Yeah.
Ah.
Eh?
Okay.
And then I'm not sure why I stopped that, but I left it, right?
Okay.
And then go back in high school. Huh? Oh, that's why okay. The school we played at closed.
Okay.
So then, yeah, pues, music-wise, I stopped playing. Yeah, hasta in, I think, sophomore year in high school. Well, again, I started, I guess, wanting to play again. And I was like, kind of want to play drums now, you know?
Okay.
Because around that time was, again, like, doing against this stuff. So,
Yeah.
I, you know, I fuck with it heavy. So, I'm like, okay, I kind of want to do that. And then from there, so, yeah, I asked my dad, hey, you know, I want to play drums. He got me a little drum set. And then it's practice, pretty much. Practice. Yeah. Also YouTube help a lot.
Yeah. Y lo bueno que, por lo que yo sé, ya vienes de generaciones de músicos. You and your brother, obviously, your brother is on this side. Javi, ustedes vienen de una generación ya de músicos, ¿verdad? Casi ustedes, su familia en México,
Sí.
ya son músicos, ¿verdad?
Sí, ya mis tíos, ya mis primos ya tienen sus grupos, ya.
De años.
Oh, sí.
Entonces ya más o menos ya viene.
No, sangre, pues.
Yeah, you were hearing it without knowing, or you were having that knowledge without knowing it a little bit.
Yeah.
So it made it a little easier, you know,
Yeah,
when you're
I would
coming
say.
maybe a second generation type of.
Definitely.
Is it a second generation or third generation when it comes to that?
Second.
For you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are?
Yeah.
Because the Theos, were your
First.
Theos first generation? Or were they second generation?
Well, no.
So we're third.
Yeah, que es my grandpa, él
There you go.
comenzó.
Ahí está. Ahí es
Yeah.
donde empieza.
Mi
You
abuelito,
know?
luego mis tíos, ahora nosotros, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
So
So
third
you guys
generation,
can literally
yeah.
consider yourself third generation
Generation.
musicians when
Yeah.
it comes to the family.
Yeah.
So that's fucking sick, bro.
Yeah, so.
That's crazy, man. It comes a long way, man.
Yeah.
Uno no, a veces when your first generation is one thing, but once you're into second, third, and fourth generation, como que ya ahí viene y lo puedes desarrollar in like kind of like fluently, like
Sí.
viene, you know, porque a veces muchos dicen, I mean, it's a, you know, it's everybody's opinion, pero es como decir el músico o no se hace, se nace, you know.
Sí.
Y a veces, pues uno desde chiquito, maybe you might not know because maybe your parents didn't tell you the story, but maybe when you were young, you were already into music, o te veían aunque sea bailar o mover el pie o tocar algo or something, you know. Pero that's pretty awesome. So you grabbed the drums at what age?
So sophomore year.
High school?
15, yeah.
Yeah, 15,
Igual.
yeah.
What's your-
Yeah, 15.
15, so yeah, I've been playing drums, yeah, 11 años.
11 años. Ya
Yeah,
andamos.
time flies, bro,
Damn.
time flies.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm considered an OG now in the
Yeah.
area.
See, dude, because you've been yeah in music, yeah, in a band. How for your first band? How old were you when you played in your first band?
Yes, I was probably like, I think 16,
16,
but I guess
17?
17.
Almost the ending of high school.
Yeah,
mostly,
that's what
yeah,
I'm
right.
saying, grupos. And then that's, I think, my senior year is when I met Johnny here, y Romelio, con el grupo Esperado.
Ah, okay.
And then de ahí, pues, I was with them for about 5 years, I believe. Luego de ahí ya pues iniciamos Alazar.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've known Johnny and Romelio and my brother, obviously.
Yeah, you know your
Yeah,
brother
but
for
that's
like
it.
whatever. Sí, lo conozco. Yo, literally, como dice, a mi hermano
you
lo
really
conozco
know?
desde que nací. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so man, I've been playing with them for muchos años. So.
Muchos años ya. Y eso es una ventaja de como cuando inició el grupo, que se juntaron, ya sabían más o menos cómo tocaban.
Yeah,
Obviously, your
somos
brother,
estilo,
he plays the sax, so he's making melodies
Mhm.
in the sax, or Johnny cuando tocaba el teclado, y tú ya tenías una base, ya ellos pueden seguirte, you know?
Sí.
Yeah, when you have that type of colmillo, especially con un grupo de ya conocido como Esmerado, que tiene tantos años y tocan versátil, que tocan, you know, cumbias, que tocan grupero, que tocan norteñas, que, you know, they play a little bit of everything, te vas adaptando a los ritmos, a los compases, a los tiempos, you know, and it's agarrar ese colmillo that now it's more easy to kind of like echarte un palomazo with somebody or poder acompañar a alguien más fácil compared to if you don't know the music or this and that, you know, or if you don't have that type of experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go to my cousin Johnny. Primo, ¿cómo
Hey,
anda?
hey, yo.
Ahora sí, ya van llegando
Aquí.
más saluditos por ahí, mi compadre Juan
Oh, yeah.
Pesna,
Pesina.
chingado.
Un saludo para el compa Juanito,
Mi primo Chovis.
primo Chovis.
Mi Chavis!
Saludos.
allá
Saludos a mi
para-
compa Víctor.
Víctor
Espinosa.
Espinosa, saludos. Dice
Ya, ya.
Chiu, qué rollo, puro conjunto Alazar.
Saludos a mi
Estamos,
compa-
gracias.
compa
Saludos,
Víctor.
saludos ahí, manden sus comentarios. Que sí se ve la raza aquí está bien conectada la raza. Estamos ahorita we're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. So ahí pues pasen el link, rólenlo y pues pasarla chido porque sí se ve la gente que anda por acá conectada. Manden sus comentarios, aquí lo vamos a andar viendo con mucho gusto y mandarles sus saludazos. Y obviamente se queda el episodio va a quedar for Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that system. So primo.
No, pues primo, la neta, antes que nada quiero darte las gracias por la invitación y por todo lo que has hecho para que todo esto fuera posible. Tú sabes que nosotros a ti te apreciamos mucho, te tenemos mucho respeto y la verdad pues te queremos felicitar también en lo que estás haciendo con el podcast. La verdad
Oh, thanks, man.
es algo muy maravilloso, muy chingón y tú sabes que te apoyamos al 100%.
Oh, thank you, man.
que-
And the support is mutual way. Is likewise. Desde que I seen you guys starting from the beginning, man. You know that que siempre pues nos damos comunicación de, you know, whatever I told you guys, you know, lo que ocupen.
Ujú.
Aquí estoy, you know. We were able to work together this past year, ya con the new logo.
Ujú.
We were able to do the portada.
Yeah.
We did the pictures, the pictures from last year, and I mean, look at us now. I mean, yeah, you know, we take another step where, you know, se hizo la invitación. We're trying, you know, it's not an easy thing coming into a city donde ya hay bands all the way.
Sí.
You know, hay mucho talento aquí.
Mucho talento.
But it's just, you know, trying to not to squeeze your way through in or pocket, you know, it's just coming and knocking on doors and being able to work and pues ya, I mean, ya hay unos cuantos eventillos, investing, pues obviamente investing time into doing things that you normally wouldn't find in the East Coast, you know, coming out here, doing photo sessions and video live sessions and stuff like that. You know, normally nobody does it. No hay mucho pues alguien que se mueva en eso allá. So now we're out here trying to do something, you know. Y la cosa de pues aquí, mientras yo esté aquí de este lado, pues I mean, el apoyo aquí está, you know.
Gracias, gracias.
And hopefully esta es la primera, pero no, ojalá que no sea la última vez que vengan para acá.
No, claro que no.
Obviamente, pues, desde las experiencias se va a llegar donde this weekend we'll find out, you know, what happens and what we do. And you know, next year, or if we, you know, we're able to do it every year type of thing. Each year we upgrade the way we're going to be working and more organized and doing this and doing that. Well, what can we improve so, you know, the visits are better and better every time, you know?
Ujú.
So I
Absolutely.
mean, like I said earlier, it's putting your foot in the door y tocando las puertas y a ver
Claro.
qué pasa.
Sí,
So-
o sea, nosotros, bueno, el plan de nosotros siempre fue eso, ¿no? Uno nunca sabe hasta dónde puede llegar uno hasta que uno se lanza, así como tú que vienes de ahí, desde allá y tú tal vez aún en un principio no sabías cómo iba a ser la vida para ti aquí en esta ciudad.
Yeah.
Tal vez
exactly.
pensabas, no, pues, si no me aviento y no hago las cosas, pues nunca
No
voy a
sabe,
saber.
yeah.
Uno nunca sabe.
Yeah, exactly.
Entonces, para nosotros es algo así. O sea, nosotros llevamos la música adentro, nos encanta la música norteña con sax y en el DMV pues apreciamos a todos los que nos siguen, los que aprecian nuestro trabajo y pues queremos traer también aquí nuestro talento para acá, para diferentes, como dices tú, diferentes horizontes y uno nunca sabe, ¿no? Si no
Yeah.
se avienta, pues
Yeah,
yo
yeah,
pienso que-
exactly. You know, and the thing is la cosa es como dices tú arriesgarte and to do it, you know, and a lot of people like to be there in the success.
Ujú.
You know, a lot of people want to be cuando triunfan, and then when there's small losses or losses in general, you know, se echan para atrás type of thing. Todos quieren ganar, pero nadie, obviamente que a veces pues no siempre se gana, you know, a veces se pierde y la cosa es no aflojarle al, you know, la dedicación que tiene uno, you know, you have dedication or, you know, just because you took a L one day or 1 week or this happened or that happened, you're gonna back up just because you took a L, you know. Pero you gotta look more at cuánto has ganado
Yeah.
en el transcurso en vez de andar preocupando tanto de la pérdida, you know, like everybody's too worried about the negatives, but you know when the positives come through, you know, that's where you gotta, you know, focus on more because if you start getting that negative mindset, it's just gonna be more negative. You're gonna be looking at all the negatives, but not, you know, there's gonna be more positives than negatives, you know.
Right.
Si le echas ganas. So, poco a poco pues se va a dar, primo. And let's talk about your story, man. How do you start in the music?
Bueno, a mí siempre me ha gustado la música. Yo desde morrito siempre me gustaba el piano. Entonces, bueno, yo nací en Nueva York no, mi familia como que no tenía ese tipo de dinero para comprar un piano, ¿no? Pues tú sabes, los instrumentos no son baratos.
Baratos, yeah.
Pero me acuerdo que una vez uno de mis tíos, que también es músico, mi tío Jaime, un saludo para él.
Saludos, saludos.
Y él tenía un piano, yo vi el piano y lo quise tocar, pero él no me dejaba porque pues
Hey, vete para allá.
decía, pinche escuincle, quítate,
Yeah,
sácate".
quítale chingada, pinche niño.
Entonces, siempre me gustaba eso, siempre me gustaba el piano y siempre me quedé con esa imagen, ¿no? del teclado y dije, un día voy a tener uno.
Yeah.
Después llegué llegó la época del high school y me tocó ser chambelán para una quinceañera y mi vecino
Yeah.
se llama Andy, bueno, en ese entonces se llama Andy Vargas, que es
Yeah.
el que canta con Grupo Careo.
Ah, okay.
Entonces, el Grupo Careo en ese entonces estaba pegando allá en Maryland.
Yeah.
Entonces, él me enseñó me dio unas clases con el teclado.
Yeah.
Y de ahí empecé yo.
¿Sabes? Si escuchan unos pinches tamborzazos,
Es parte del show.
es parte del show y es mi
No se
morrillo
preocupe.
que apenas cumplió años y I bought him a drum set, so that's
Está celebrando.
está celebrando su drum set, so you know, just in case you guys hear background noise of
We
tambores.
might have to jam it out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to jam out. Yeah. We're gonna jam out later probably. So, you know, ahí nomás para que se escuchen el audio es mi morrillo ahí echándole baterías ya, you know, ahí está. It's
Ahí
gonna
está.
second generation.
Al
coming
rato
in,
se va a
so-
echar palomazo con Conjunto
Yeah,
Alazar.
hell yeah, for sure. A la verga.
Está teniendo el
Let me send a
conciertazo
text
de
que
su
me
vida.
caiga la chingada, yeah. So in high school, that's where you start getting into the depth of the teclado.
Sí, porque yo salí de chambelán, ¿no?
Yeah.
Y Andy, bueno, el grupo Careo, donde tocaba Andy en ese momento, tocó en esa fiesta. Entonces yo lo vi y dije, bueno, pues lo conozco, ¿no? Es mi vecino, a ver si me da unas clases. Después, como un mes después, le dije a mi mamá que si me compra un teclado y fuimos a Best Buy y me compró un Yamaha de esos que
The beginner session.
Beginner session, yeah.
They're like.
lo oprimes el botón y te toca la canción.
Oh, the beat.
Ahí,
The
ándale.
beat. Te da el
Ándale.
pinche el ritmo.
El ritmo,
Simón.
exactamente. Entonces, pues para empezar, yo pienso, para mí en ese
That's-
entonces está bien, era más que suficiente. Y más uno que no sabía nada de música. Entonces ahí empecé con el teclado. Después, hicimos una agrupación con unas amistades allá y después de esa agrupación fue cuando...
What's the first band you were in?
se llamaba Quilates Musical.
Chilates.
Chilates.
Musical.
Chilates.
There's an inside joke. Los que saben, saben.
No, pero saludos
Yeah.
para todos los que eran. Y la neta, pues, en ese entonces, pues son... O sea, fue parte del proceso, ¿no?
Dude, it's that's we always start everywhere. Where did you start, Romelio?
Sentimiento.
Sentimiento,
Es un grupo de DC.
DC. Because I started with se llamaba Desafío R3.
Sí.
That was the against
Pero
era.
te digo, o sea, fue parte de la...
Yeah, that's how you start, bro.
¿Y te
'Cause I
acuerdas-
started
te
in the
acuerdas?
drums.
Si te acuerdas cuando ensayábamos en la tienda,
Dude, we were gonna make a
con
band
el
together.
Chaparro,
Yes.
¿ves que Chaparro nos mandó el mensaje? Y él tocaba el saxofón y era Johnny Velázquez de Cazadores.
Yes.
Saludos para Cazadores.
Yeah, Cazadores. Yeah, that was Cazadores.
Ujú.
Yeah.
¿Ves que su
¿Recuerdas
hermano
que nos
José?
íbamos a poner Cazadores de la Sierra?
Ajá.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude. Fíjate, it was Johnny,
que allá no hay
Johnny
sierra.
Velázquez, it was Johnny, it was Jose,
José,
me, and who else?
pues en ese entonces,
¿Quién era? It was a couple of us when we were gonna start, and you were already playing keyboards.
sí.
Yeah. But at that time you weren't in a band, right? You were
No,
just
no,
playing
no,
keyboards,
ya
apenas
was-
learning. Learning.
Estaba
No,
aprendiendo.
he was learning. I was barely learning too how to sing.
and
I was
play
playing
you
drums. I
play
was starting to learn how to play drums too. So ya más o menos estaba entrando all the like como que la first era of young musicians out, porque I remember there were a lot of bands, pero ya eran gente ya más
Ya
grande.
grande, sí.
And I think mostly all of us started with older people
Yeah.
in bands out there.
Mhm.
All the young kids that started the music.
So you get experiencia.
Yes, that's where you get that that knowledge y como un tipo de disciplina más o menos de la manera que cuando empiezas con gente grande, con señores y estás morro, te enseñan que vamos a ensayar. Que ensayaba, un ensayo era un ensayo, you know,
Sí.
porque a veces nadie traía las rolas y ahí se sacaban, escuchaban el disco porque todavía eran CDs at that time. Y ahí sacaban las rolas, you know.
Sí.
Y se sacaban, ya más o menos, escuchen esta canción y ya más o menos iban uno y ya buscaban ahí más o menos. Yeah, it was a whole different session back then. So, your first band, Quilates,
Pilates.
and from there, did it work out? How many years did you guys go?
We were together, I think, like 2 years
Uh-huh.
before I left.
Yeah.
And then I did another band que se llamaba Impresión.
Yes, I do
Y
remember.
we
yes.
did that band with
Wasn't,
Fito,
Fito,
Saludos,
yes,
Fito.
saludos al compa
la raza del
Fito.
Salvador.
Pinche
Nah,
pinche Pito ni vino, güey. nah. Hay que mandarle saludos a ese güey.
And,
para darle la juca nomás.
Wasn't Pablo?
Pablo was
Mi
there.
compadre Pablo, saludos al compadre Pablo que ahorita
Oh,
anda
hell
con
yeah.
la Alianza Norteña.
sí,
Anda en
shout out to
Texas
my
por
boy
allá.
Pablo.
He's one of the other musicians that left.
Yeah.
You know, that got picked
Yeah.
up. You know,
That got
he took a big
he
step.
got drafted.
Yeah, he's
He
one of
got
the ones that got
drafted,
drafted out from the East Coast, bro. So saludos a él por mi
Yeah, shout
compadre
out to my
Pablo.
compa Pablo.
Que fíjate que he's gonna be here in 2 weeks, I think. He's
Oh,
gonna
yeah?
be here, out here in 2 weeks, yeah.
Ya creo que sí, manda.
Hopefully, I can get a chance to talk to him, see if I can get Alianza here to the
Oh,
podcast,
hell
bro.
yeah, yeah.
No, yeah,
They
echar la
got time,
plática con mi compadre Pablo si tienen tiempo.
Hell yeah.
So you guys do Impresión.
Yeah, and then after Impresión, bueno, ahí estaba Nino también.
Oh,
de los
yeah,
jefes.
Nino, yeah.
Saludos, shout out to Nino.
Compas de Jefes del Este.
In that town.
And and then after that we did Esmerado. I went to Esmerado.
Yeah,
And then I
okay.
was with Esmerado for pretty much the same
the same
amount of years
time, right?
that they were there, yeah.
How many years was that?
Like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, you
Two,
guys
man.
did a while,
Amigo.
right? You
Because
guys
I
did-
left for 1 year and then they stayed for that 1 year. So they did 6 and I think I did 5.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Something like
you
that.
left and then you came back
Yeah.
for a bit. Yeah.
Mhm. And then after that, in 2018, in the middle of 2018, that's when we did.
You guys decide. Well, you decide to leave.
Well,
Or
the
was
first
it
one that
me?
left was him.
Yeah, that's when you go
Yeah.
with Capaz, right?
He left to Capaz, and then he had already said he was retiring,
Supposedly.
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 And then
Era retirement a fuerza or because you decided? Okay. Okay, that explains. Okay.
and then after that, we well, I had said I was leaving, and then he said he was gonna leave too.
So if you left, Oscar was gonna leave.
No. He. I
Or
guess it was just like something that
oh,
happened
okay,
at the same
okay.
time.
So if you take, because you, I guess, did you feel that the structure was kind of falling apart?
big time.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's probably yeah. I mean, that's a
That's the push you needed.
no, that's a logic explanation of you think like it's like if you're working for a company and everybody starts quitting or something. Yeah, you starts quitting and you're like, oh, you don't know where it's gonna end up. You're kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna take my path. You know, it wasn't that you guys were gonna take the path together. It's kind of everybody was going their own way at that point.
When we
¿No?
talked about it, yeah, no, you're right. Cuando empezamos con las pláticas sobre el proyecto, porque en ese momento solo era como una idea, ¿no?
Yeah.
Nunca nos imaginábamos que íbamos a llegar a lugares así como
But
a
you, did
Chicago.
yeah, no. But I'm saying before the band started, you were going your separate way, and you were going your separate way, right? Or was it that you were leaving, but you kind of told him, hey, I might want to start something?
Yes, something
Okay.
like that, yeah.
Okay. All
Something along the line.
right. Yeah. Okay.
Di la verdad, güey.
Yeah.
No, porque yo no estaba seguro si yo quería seguir. O sea, yo también me iba a retirar,
Yeah.
supuestamente.
Yeah.
Pero no, después dije, ok, le voy a dar I'm
Una
gonna
chance
try
más.
un intento, voy a hacer último esfuerzo y si me sale bien, bien, y si no, pues no, igual, pues no pierdo nada, ¿no?
Yeah, you're right. Correct.
Y después hablamos cuando le dije a él de la idea, él estaba de acuerdo y pues ya habíamos decidido salir de la agrupación de Esmerado.
Yeah.
Un saludo para Esmerado,
Yeah.
que
Sure.
son nuestras amistades, aunque no estamos en la agrupación, pero todavía tenemos ese respeto y esa amistad con Esmerado.
Yeah, I mean, because de ahí se agarra mucho, como dices tú, la experiencia, el
Sí,
colmillo.
aprendimos mucho de ahí.
You know, it's un instituto, you can literally say,
Ujú.
donde entras and you guys learn a lot. Because I
Yeah.
helped out Esmeralda for a little bit too because they didn't have a drummer.
Right.
That's when what's his name, Esteban. Oh, yes, he left and se quedaron sin drummer.
Yeah, me acuerdo.
And I joined for a bit.
Ujú.
I mean, I wasn't like the best drummer out there, but I
Right.
was able to,
To
be
get the
able to
job done.
work, and get
Yeah.
the job done. Yeah, so I do remember playing all these different rhythms. It's cumbia, así que norteña, así duranguense en ese tiempo y se movía pues.
Yeah, es que
Yeah.
todo pasó en un
Yeah.
instante, ¿no? De la noche al día ya no había baterista y te
Yeah,
ocupaban
exactly.
y pues tú tenías que
Yeah,
ahora sí.
kind of fill in the space
Yeah.
type of thing. So yeah, we'll get back to that. Let's go to my compa Ángel. Luego, ahora sí. Es que son un chingo, güey. Son como 10 cabrones. Ya, mejor que se ponga banda.
Not
a las
even, bro.
caras,
Not
¿no?
even, bro.
Mi compa,
yes.
ahora sí, hijos de chingamar, ya anda varios por acá. Dice mi compa, Ricón del Borrego, saludos carnales. Dice Conjunto Alazar, Chokorreo, saludos, guys. Gracias por siempre andar sintonizando. Mi compadre Jairo, dice bandota, pinche bandota. ¡Ay! Bien
Bandota, pinche bandota,
machín.
saludos.
Clan
Bien
Discussion,
machín.
bien recomendados para allá por el East Coast, Clan Discussion. Que hacen unos pinches mariscos.
original.
The OGs,
The
bro,
original,
yeah, the
está-
OGs, the OGs.
perro,
y
mi
luego
compa.
michelonas también.
I know.
Para la prima Lisa, la familia Michaca, arriba el Chiltepe, Puebla.
Bueno,
Chingados, saludos.
Claro que sí.
Saludos.
Saludos
que-
a la
a la K. Saludos a la K. Saludos. Oh, yeah.
C.
El apoyo machine siempre. Bueno, continuamos, mi compadre Ángel.
Sí. Okay.
Presente. How do you start the music, bro? Because I think are you how many years are you into the music?
To be honest, I started when I was 10, so play the guitar at 10.
At 10?
Yep.
How did you start? How do you grab the guitar?
I got my dad was in a choir,
Mm-hmm.
so him, knowing the guitar, he taught me how to, play the guitar. So he showed me the notes. I was just curious too, see what I can do out of it, and
¿Sí te gustó?
yeah, it was something that I grabbed like in less than a month, maybe or
Oh,
2
nice.
months,
Were you the one of the ones, if you grabbed it in the month, were you one of the ones that were estabas ensayando like every day?
Yeah.
Hours.
Yeah, I
hours.
think. Yeah,
And you were stuck on it. Yeah?
That's true.
Literally.
Cause like,
Literally.
Every
No, it
one.
happens.
no, yeah, and
Le picaré.
no, but yeah, and I remember, being there, pues practicing mostly like after like pues de la escuela, I would just grab it. I would even like play video games at the beginning. Just trying to see what I can learn.
Yeah,
Something new.
exactly. Yeah.
Ya que me sabía, I'll show my dad and he'll be like, oh, like, then let me show you this and this and this. And I was
Sí,
like,
sí, sí. Es como cuando descubres las manoseadas que te
what the
Fuertes declaraciones, mejor calla la verga. Mejor me callo la verga.
Whoa.
Hey, just to know, this fucking podcast, you can cuss, I don't give a fuck, bro. Es un
Alright,
pinche-
bet.
Yo digo, verga y media. A la chingada, madre. Yeah. No, que chingada, ahorita que no escuchan. Just so you know, I don't know if you guys heard other episodes, pero vale madre, dude. Feel free to express yourselves, porque pinche aquí que monetización y la chingada, hell no. Esto pinche no, ganamos pura verga, pero
No,
se la
sí,
pasa
sí.
uno chingón, So,
Um,
so
what
you,
was that?
basically you're sleeping, breathing, the guitar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
technically,
right?
24/7.
Si no la deja la pinche, güey.
Yeah, so after I think it wasn't until I was like maybe 16. No, I'm lying. 14.
14.
That's when I started to learn the bass, and then
Okay.
there was
How long did you do bass?
maybe 2 years.
2 years.
I want to say
2 years.
yeah, because I started with my friend Felipe. Shout out to him
Shout
too,
out.
whoever he is. Woo! As my first band, I started
Yeah.
with him.
¿Cómo se llamaban?
Tremendos. That was
Tremendos,
crazy.
yes, I
yeah.
do
I
remember
think that was
that,
already
yeah.
made, so
Yeah. But you
I got
joined. You
yeah.
joined.
So and it was for the bass. It was
Yeah.
for the
On
bass.
Yeah. What
Uh,
kind of style was it? Was it norteño or sierreño
Uh,
or was it?
Well, it was mostly like I think un poquito maybe the everything, because he would try to do norteño, then like alterado, and then like
Pero
high
what was it?
fees.
Accordion and
Yeah,
It was always accordion.
Accordion,
so yeah,
always
like a
accordion.
norteño basically.
Yeah.
But how many guys was it? 4 guys? Was it drums, bass, bajo sexto, and accordion?
Yeah,
Okay.
just that.
Yeah, so norteño.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So un poquito de todo. That's what I got to listen to Código FN, and all
Okay,
those
yeah.
bands. So a little bit of everything, I guess, kind of helped out with learning the bass. Maybe too quick, but after that, I think I was already 16, 17. So I was like, let me try the bajo quinto. I never
So at 16, you grabbed the bajo quinto?
yeah, it's like
16?
between 16 and 17.
Okay.
Maybe 17, I think. And I purchased one, like a $400 one, I think.
Well, what was it?
Oscar Schmidt.
Oscar Schmidt, ¿no? Uno que parecía que tenía cuernitos.
Yeah,
en el
yeah.
Yeah. Pues, I mean, that's how you start, bro.
Yeah, I was like, just start one. I was like, if I don't like it, then
Fire.
fuck it. At least I know what to do, But I got it. The tension on the strings were too kind of high, so
Yeah.
los arreglé todo. I did it. Long story
Okay.
short, it worked out amazing. Cause then after that, I think it was not even a year. I met Johnny, and
That's how you join that.
yeah, through his little jam out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Jama.
popular jam out. You want to join?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lied to me, bro. He lied to
We want
me.
to draft you.
Yeah.
He said, "No, it's a jam out."
Te vienes,
Yeah.
te robamos.
Yeah, jam out amaneció con los calzones abajo.
I think so, bro.
Yeah.
I think so.
Hey, right now, let me ask you this. Right now, I saw 2 years ago you used to have a pasaje. You still have it, right?
No, I don't have.
You
it.
sold it?
Yes, I do.
You have a J Flores, right?
Yes, that's the one I
Yes.
currently have. And
Yes.
you know.
Es pinche, tú eres el único ahí en el DMV que trae un J Flores. ¿verdad?
Yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I
Yeah,
was
'cause
like,
everybody
Actually, there's
thinks of
another
the-
compa that just got one too.
oh yeah.
Yeah, but
that's-
he's the first
Yeah,
one,
but he's the
bro.
first one. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No. Actually, no, I'm taking this credit, bro.
Oh,
That's the compa hit me up.
Ya, mamásela, ya. Mamásela, no mames.
That was no,
Chúpasela.
it was actually another compa that hit me up.
Uh-huh.
He asked about this guy's about sexto.
Yeah, pues con razón.
He
Ah,
like,
pues,
hey,
sí,
he like the
yeah.
guy that plays with you. You got a little badass quinto. And shit.
No, pues ya, chúpasela.
So, este güey le pasó el pinche número.
Yeah.
Contact and shit.
Okay.
No, yeah,
So,
bro.
¿cuánto ya de 16? ¿Ya tienes cuántos años ya con el bajo quinto?
So I grabbed it. I want to say at 16 or 17. So when I joined them, it was barely like maybe a year and a half.
Okay. So
Tocaba
you've been
con pinches
playing
clases.
cinco, the quinto for 5 years maybe?
The which
Just
one?
about.
The which one?
The bajo quinto. You've been playing it for like about 5 years now?
Oh, for now,
Yeah.
I think it's like between 4 and 5. It's too much. It's too much math for me right now.
Ey, dice, luego se ve que pinche le entró uno pinche. Hey, what was the question?
Yeah, bro.
1, 2, 3.
Mandando saludos a mi compa José Sánchez. Que anda ahí presente.
Saludos.
Saludita a la buena, mi
Saludos a
compa
toda la
José.
gente.
Best como dice mi compadre Juan, dice best bajo quinto player in the DMV.
Damn, bro.
You know
Thank
what?
you, bro.
You know
I
what?
don't think
I'm
so.
gonna agree with him, bro.
Yeah.
Because I've heard you play live. Y traes unas ondas de que neta, que las
Thank
ondas
you,
que
bro.
traes, güey, aquí en Chicago las escucho. La neta, güey, aquí hay mucho bajo quinto player chingón. Like, for me, that I know amigos que tocan el bajo quinto here in the city, bro, and literally you're the way, I mean, personally, it's just, I'm speaking for me, porque ya sabes que ahorita andamos todos se ofenden y que todos tienen opinión y la verga, que aquí te mojaste. Te choqueaste, sí, a huevo. When I heard him play, and then when I heard the song que hicieron de Sangre en Mis Venas, and you guys jammed out at my son's birthday party.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Time
that
watching you
shit.
guys play. You know, uno de músico ya pinche tienes el oído donde pinche estás, you're jamming out, but you have all the sections, you're listening to everybody's parts
Parts, yeah. hell yeah,
separately.
bro.
Yo no sé cómo chingados pasa, but if you have that ear where you're listening to the whole song, but you know that if something you distingues, luego escuchas el adorno que hace y you're like, holy shit, pero no dices nada because you're listening to it. Okay, you're jamming out, it's not. You're not gonna sit there and fucking be like crazy and have fun. You have fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for
bro.
actually for Sangre de Mis Venas, he was the one that casi he produced it.
You
He
did
los
that
adornos.
el intro y todo eso. Is that your
Yeah,
creation?
yeah, that was me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Porque
so.
o sea, esa canción.
Thought of it while he was asleep, bro.
With his guitar.
He was.
Yeah, because he changed it. Así no era. Porque we got videos
Yeah,
from
yeah.
when we first.
Delete
When,
him.
¿Cómo
Everybody
iniciaba la
knows video.
canción? Basically?
yeah, como iniciaba.
Delete
And then
that shit.
he came one day, he had some whole different idea, and he just went.
Y dijeron, fuck, that's it. Yeah, chingón. Okay. Hell yeah, bro. That's badass, man,
Ah,
for sure.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yo cuando lo vi la primera vez, era como cuando Selena Quintanilla vio a Chris Pérez.
Sí. A la verga.
Ese tenía el pelo largo
Sí,
así,
sí.
tocaba la guitarra igual, así lo
Ah.
Selena y el Chris.
¿Y tu corazón, biribiri bamba?
Mi corazón andaba, biri, biri.
Hell yeah.
Nobody
yeah.
heard that.
No, literally, because your mic's not.
Yeah, because the mic, yeah.
You want to repeat that again?
Saludos para la raza del DMV.
Hell yeah,
Un
for
saludo para
sure.
mi mamá.
Yeah.
Mi papá y la chona.
So yeah, so ya you're in the quinto, pero ya eres músico también de tiempo, basically.
Yeah, I guess maybe. I mean, personally, for me, like playing, like I see, like I want to say since the age 14 to now, I think it's maybe good. What, 8 years maybe? Because
Yeah.
I'm 22, so.
Feels long.
Yeah, well, I mean pero es el pinche conocimiento.
Es el toque que tiene.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
But
Vamos
yep.
a seguir con mi compadre.
Javier.
Nacho.
Ya me dio ganas de miar.
Llévate esta. Llévate esta. Es el primero que dijiste.
A ver, putos como no toman.
Hey, tiene la pinche vejiga de un señor de 50, güey. No mames, no aguanta nada,
The whole
güey.
way here, bro. The whole way here. Nigga, the whole way here. Cada,
Every 20 minutes.
every
I
20
gotta
minutes,
go
bro.
pee.
Hey,
Pinche madre,
I
man,
gotta go pee. Can we
pinche
stop?
botella.
Bro, every half hour, bro.
Diciendo que no tomo nada.
Ya, güey. ¿Cómo va a estar pinche hígado? Ya no va de...
Ya que le cheque la próstata, güey.
Ya. Ya se va a tener que hacer el chequeo. Mi compa Javi, ¿cómo inicias en la música? Because you're one of the OGs out in
Yeah.
too,
So
bro.
actually, when my brother he started playing the saxophone, I played the trumpet, la trompeta.
Empezaste en la
Yeah,
trompeta.
en la trompeta ahí en-
Te gustaba
una
la
banda.
corneta.
Oh, man.
¿Qué?
No, en una banda empezamos de la escuela. Pero
What
that-
kind of school was it?
it was a Catholic
Mar-
school.
Like a marching band?
Yeah,
type?
marching band.
Oh, okay.
Marching band. Yep. It's a marching band, and then de ahí se cerró, they closed, and then my brother and I we stopped playing. And then
okay.
later on, when Dura guess it was hitting,
Okay.
and then we were like, man, we can do this.
Yeah.
We were playing Rock Band.
The game?
Yeah, the game,
Rock
yeah,
Band?
yeah,
Oh,
Rock Band,
shit,
yeah.
okay.
They were like, man, we were playing Expert.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no, we can do this.
Yeah,
We can do
huevo.
this. So,
Sí, porque el pinche easy was like, tú, pinche, no mames. es
yeah, no,
meterle
entonces,
pinche.
de ahí, él empezó con la batería y yo agarré el sax.
Okay.
Y ahí, de ahí entré a mi primer grupo con Alma Latina.
Let's go. Way back.
Yes, I do remember that.
Like an
No,
old
no,
memory
no,
just
no,
unlocked in
yeah,
your
yeah,
brain.
yeah, yeah. I do remember that.
Ahí,
Yes,
saludos
yes,
a
yes.
saludos a
you-
Paquito. He's the one who, we went to
Yes,
school
my boy
together.
Paco. Man,
We went
he,
to school.
he fell off the map, right? Porque
Yeah.
he stopped playing.
He
He was
stopped
playing
playing.
teclados, right?
Yeah,
Tuba players.
Yeah,
Tuba.
tuba player. Yeah, saludos para mi compadre Paco si escucha, llega a escuchar el episode. Saludos a mi
Yeah.
compadre Paco. Dude, you were the first sax player que metió Alma Latina. Because they were only teclados. You
Oh,
remember
man.
that?
No,
No,
I mean,
you
I
didn't
didn't,
know
I didn't
that?
know that. I
You didn't
just,
know them?
No, there somebody else. Wasn't it
No.
Chava?
No, they did. They had Chava.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but
The older
before
guy.
that, like, they were only teclados. Y Chava no duró. No duró. Because then I remember, I
Yeah.
remember that.
So I started in Alma Latina, and then actually I think my first gig was at
El
at
rodeo. Yeah, because we would get Alma Latina all
I
the
met you the
time,
first
bro.
time there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not talking about that.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that was my
dad would
first
get
gig,
Yeah.
El
Did
rodeo.
you get you met my dad then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Damn.
did.
So how old are you? You like in your 30s?
No.
No. I mean, I'm not saying obviously 30s.
No,
because
no,
I'm 31, barely.
28.
28. So I mean, you're not that.
Barely 32.
Yeah, barely. Yeah. You know, like we're not that far
No,
apart
no,
in
no, you're
age. So
29.
obviously we're kind of in the same age range. So
Shut up.
damn.
Yeah.
So damn. Yeah. I do remember on Latina when you started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
okay.
was good
That's pretty
times.
badass, bro.
Yeah. And then I played there. I'm not even sure if I made a year or not. But then after that,
They stopped, right?
they-
Did
they
you stop when they stopped, or you just got out?
I think I got out a little before that.
Okay.
Yeah, I got out a little before that. I joined Esmeraldo.
Ah, okay. Okay, so you went from Alma Latina to Esmeralda.
Yeah, I joined Esmeraldo, and then I got there, and then after that, I think I'm not sure if it was Romelio or Johnny. One of these two guys got in after I did.
Good. Did you end up?
Me?
Did you join along with your brother?
No,
Or
no.
was
So
it
I
separate?
joined first in
Okay.
Esmeraldo,
Okay.
and then I think it was Romelio and Oscar the same day they joined.
Ah, okay. So was it
So you
like,
took
oh,
a-
I have my brother that plays, and you offered your brother, or was it?
Yeah, actually, they were looking for a drummer, and then I told him, well, my brother plays.
Mhm.
And I was like, he's like me, we're just learning.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
kind of sucks,
yeah.
but he plays.
Yeah, and then and then so it was then Oscar and Romelio joined, and then eventually Johnny joined.
Okay.
Yep.
First.
You were there first?
He was.
I brought you on, and then the rest.
Damn.
Ah, yeah.
Well, all right.
So you were recruiting. You were the recruiter. Ah, that's what he was. You were the bridge. You were the connection.
Yeah.
Saludos para el DMV otra vez. Un saludo para mi mamá, mi papá
Jonah.
y la chona también. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Byron.
Joe Biden.
Okay, yeah. So then I guess it was Johnny. Then obviously
Yeah.
those two, yeah. But then yeah. So then
You
We-
did a long time with Esmeralda, basically, too. No, you did like what, 7 years, 6 years?
no, I think it was like 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt longer. I thought you were there. I felt like you were there for a long.
Yeah.
time.
So it was like 5 years, and then I told him that 'cause I was in college, and then I just told him that I was
okay.
gonna
Take a
just
break.
take a break, music, just focus
Were you
on.
were you actually thinking about retiring?
Yeah.
type of thing?
I
Oh, okay.
think I thought I was done.
Okay.
honestly.
did retire.
I did.
He kind of did.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I told him,
Yeah, he did.
I'm gonna just focus on work and school, and I did. I did it for a solid year. I didn't touch my saxophone at all. It was done.
Okay.
And then these guys started Conjunto Alazar,
Okay.
and they asked me, and I told them no. I was like, no, I'm done. I just want to focus on school. And then and
We'll
then
get to that. We'll get to
and
that.
then they had they had another gig, and then that saxophone players, I think one of them couldn't make it. or 2. I'm not really sure.
We're-
But
You went to go save the day.
yeah,
right?
I think
Yeah,
he
they were-
called me on Wednesday. I was like, yo, I haven't touched sex in like a year or so, man. What the hell? Like, think it's on Saturday.
Squeaky ass sex.
Oh, like,
Squeaky
yo.
ass sex. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so then I help him out. Yeah, de ahí, pretty much, I fell in love again, and I was like, you know what? I think,
That spark
yeah.
reignited. Yeah.
And then ever since
I know
then,
that feeling.
ever since then, I've been
Yeah.
with these
Like a
guys.
tingling sensation.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let's go, my boy Gio. Es uno de los nuevos elementos, ¿verdad? Lo
Yeah,
más,
I'm
lo
the,
más-
I'm the new I'm the new guy in town.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, mandando
A
saludos.
ver, ¿qué dice? Dice
María.
Marisela,
Marisela Cruz, para toda la gente de Tennessee.
toda la gente de
Yeah.
Tennessee, mi
Hey,
cuñado.
thanks
So,
for
yeah, that's
stopping
my
by.
sister, yeah, that's my sister right there.
Yes,
Muchas gracias por sintonizar aquí al live stream.
Hell yeah.
Así
Saludos,
no te
saludos,
estorbo,
saludos
¿verdad?
a la
No, no, ahí
familia
te
Cruz.
ves, ahí te ves. ¿Cómo inicia la música with Gio? ¿Cómo inicia?
So yo empecé like at 9 or 10 years old.
Did you start with sax?
No. I started en los teclados. I would see my dad playing,
Okay.
and you know, like those DJ sounds that like the keyboards have. Like
Yeah,
that's that's all I would do, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all I would do. Y una vez me regañó. He's like, if you're gonna play that shit, like play that shit right, you know,
Yeah.
like be serious.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, bro. Like, and I he played it, and I liked it, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck. So I learned that shit.
Okay.
So I learned it como a los 9, 10 años. And then we started a family band.
¿Cómo
Era
se llamaba?
Batalla Show.
Batalla Show.
Batalla
Where was it?
Show.
Was it
In Virginia?
in Virginia?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm from Virginia. For those who don't know.
Oh, gee.
Shout out to
Yeah, saludos a
shout out
toda la
to
gente de Virginia que anda
my
por acá.
family, my dad. Yeah, everybody's over there. Yeah, so in Virginia, Batalla Show, it was me, my brother, my dad, my sister, and when we first started, that was it. It was just
Four.
us, bro. Yeah, it was
What
just,
kind of music was it?
Duranguense. It was
Okay.
Duranguense, yeah. Yeah, and then like when I got a little bit older, to be honest, I didn't really like it, you know, because I was like 12 or 13, and like we would play at all our family parties.
Okay,
Todas
yeah,
las
yeah.
family parties, we would play there, bro. We would play there.
La tía Susi va a tener cumpleaños. Vamos a tocarle.
Yeah, and you know, like
¿Cuántas
at that,
horas tocaban en un family party? Like 3
bro,
hours
no,
or
mami,
5 hours?
no, bro, like
Toda la
all
pinche
night,
noche?
bro. Amanecíamos. And bro, I was a kid, bro. I was like, yo, like I want to go play with my cousins and shit.
Yeah.
You know, bro. You know, like
Yeah,
I was like,
no. Tócame la
So-
abeja miope otra vez.
bro, literally,
Yeah,
literally,
huevo.
yeah,
Ey,
exactly,
ese pinche
exactly.
tiempo tocaba la pinche abeja miope
Exactly.
y por tu amor 100
Yeah,
veces,
bro.
cabrón.
Yeah, literally, exactly, yeah. So like, I hated it, bro. Like I didn't like it, right? And then
Facts.
I got into high school, and I kind of wanted to get into music, right? Oh no, middle school. I wanted to get back into music, but I wanted to play like the saxophone, right? Pero en ese entonces, like no tenía, like I didn't know shit, bro. Like de los saxophones, I didn't know shit. Y todavía, pues, you know,
Yeah.
you know.
These are not facts.
No sé y ahorita no sabo.
no sabo.
No sabo qué.
No, but I didn't know shit. So I was going into 6th grade, and my mom was like, "Well, let's put you into music." And then I was like, "All right, bet." So I want to play the sax, right? But no sabía ni verga. And when I went in there, like they gave me a fucking tenor sax, like the
Ah, la
big one.
verga,
I was
sí,
like,
sí,
"Fuck!"
sí.
No, I wanted the small one.
Okay.
You know, so I was like, "Fuck!" And that whole year, bro, like I hated it. I didn't like it. Like
Yeah.
no me gustó. Like I didn't like reading music. Like I never learned to read music.
No.
Ya los tonos los aprendí ya like a little bit later
A
on.
huevo.
Y todavía, you know,
Yeah,
muy
yeah.
apenas, you know. I've always been learning shit by ear, and that's how I learned the saxophone right now, you know. Like I would translate the notes from the keyboard to the saxophone. Like I would literally sit there with my
Okay.
saxophone, and I would like key by key, I
Okay.
translated that shit, and that's how I learned.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, hasta ahorita,
So
like,
how many years have you been on the sax?
since like macizo since like 2017,
Okay.
2017, 2018, cuando entré con
5.
that's when I got into Sensación from Maryland.
Okay.
That's when I got
So
into
did
the
you play
music.
together with Angel?
I played he yeah, one gig. Yeah, he helped us out one gig.
Okay,
Yeah. That's when I got into the whole music thing in Maryland.
Okay.
Porque before that it was all
Family.
you know,
Family,
family
yeah.
bands in Virginia and shit like that.
How did you get the connection from Virginia to Maryland? Though? 'Cause sometimes you live far from.
Yeah, I live like hour and a half On a good
Holy
day, on a good day,
fuck.
sin tráfico. On a good
It's-
day, sin tráfico.
Dude, it's like la raza de... Porque la raza que de aquí de Chicago es como when you go to Rockford. Rockford is an hour and a half away.
Órale,
Y
yeah,
hay músicos de allá porque no hay tanto allá, se vienen hasta acá.
yeah. Literally, that's
Like
how
to
it is for me.
practice,
That's
to
how it is for me.
practice and to the gigs
Yeah.
on the weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Aurora está más cerca, 45 minutes,
45
güey.
minutes, ¿no?
No. Rockford is an hour and a half, dude. Hour 20 minutes.
Yeah. So
That's
I got
so
I got
far,
I got
dude.
into the whole Maryland thing because of my wife.
Okay.
Shout out to my wife, my son Leo.
Otro que ya cayó.
Yeah, otro.
Sí, sí.
Yeah.
Saludos, saludos a la familia.
Oh, wow, I'll shout out to my wife too, Maria. I love you, baby.
Oh,
ya,
sí,
ya,
sí,
ya.
sí.
Ya casado. Ya que chingado.
Manda saludos ahí.
Ya.
Saludos para mi novia.
Sin micrófono. Saludos al DMV.
Bueno, pero no te enojes, no te enojes. Un saludo para el DMV otra vez. No, un saludo para mi novia Katy, que está allá. Así que saludos, te quiero mucho. Y un saludo para mi mamá y mi papá. Y mi hermano, y mis hermanas, y mis primos y mis primas.
Holy fuck.
No, yeah. Por
Okay.
mi esposa, mis
Yeah.
suegros. They're
Are
from
they
Puebla.
from-
They're from Puebla,
Ah, okay.
and
Are they from
so they're
originally from? Are they from the
no,
Riverdale,
no,
Maryland area?
no. They're
O
they've
conocen
always
mucha
been there.
gente por allá.
Yeah, so they're
Ah,
really
okay,
good
okay.
friends with Don Manuel from Sensacion, the
Ah,
owner.
okay,
from-
yeah.
So they would always have them at their parties.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
then one day, Don Manuel actually called mi padrino, who's tios with my wife.
Okay.
Shout out to Filiberto Reyes. to la familia
Saludos.
Reyes. He got in contact with him, and he was like, "Hey, do you know like a saxophone player?" And at that time, like, I didn't really like todas las canciones en un tono, bro. En un solo tono te los tocaba. 'cause That's all
Todas
I
las
know, bro.
canciones en sol.
Literally, no, eran fa,
Oh, fa,
porque
okay.
sol todavía.
Ah,
Sí,
damn,
güey. En
upgrade.
el bueno, en el saxofón sepa cuál nota
Yeah,
sea,
yeah,
pero,
okay.
you know,
Okay.
en el teclado eran fa.
Okay.
Yeah. Entonces le dijeron, no, pues si conoces a uno, que nos eche la mano. And at that time, Sensación nunca había tocado con sax tampoco.
Okay.
Like, they were experimenting.
Oh, okay.
And so they got me, and they're like, no, like, you play pretty good. At first, like, you know, it was, for somebody who hadn't played norteño sax, I guess it was, you know, all right.
Decent for them,
Yeah, so that's how I got into the scene in Maryland.
Yeah.
I was with them for maybe a year. Yeah, about a year.
Yeah.
And then I went to Escalante.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Was that
I
2017?
that was like that when I went to
Sensación. Was it?
Sensación, it was like 2017, 2018.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like around those times.
Okay.
Escalante was like 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. like towards
2019.
2019.
How long?
Saludos
a
para
los
los compas de
compadres
Escalante,
Escalante,
compa
Aldo.
Aldo, compa
Yeah,
Hernan,
yeah.
yeah, compa
Saludazos
Soso,
a
compa
los gallos.
Lupe, shout out compa Lupe,
Todos
yeah.
los gallos.
Cuija.
Ahora,
Yes, don
cuija.
Ángel,
What's up?
saludazos.
What's up?
Ahora, Bali.
See, yeah, and at that time Pablo was still there, so shout out to my nigga Pablo.
Oh, yeah. Shout
Yeah,
out.
Pablo was still there.
Ha sido más claro. Simón. Sí. Yeah, well. Nah, we're good. So you do how long are you with Escalante too?
With Escalante, it's like 2019 to
Like pre-pandemic or
yeah, pre-pandemic. I
Okay.
joined them
during the pandemic?
like during the pandemic. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, his a
Pues
love story.
lo robamos. durante
Yeah,
la
they
pandemia.
Yeah.
they duct taped me and they threw me in that van, bro.
Yeah.
Me taparon los ojos and they're like,
That
hey, bro.
musty ass man. I'm just kidding.
No, también le dijimos. Let's do a jam out. Let's do a
Yeah,
jam
Yeah,
out.
let's do a
let's
jam
Let's do
out
a jam
Nah,
out.
nah.
with Vaseline. Hey, you guys were jamming out, and then Johnny brought out the Vaseline and shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's what happened to Angel too.
No, it's good. He doesn't know, but they knocked us out. He doesn't know that though. He doesn't remember that
He
part.
doesn't
He doesn't
remember.
remember.
He just remember the next day his
Yeah.
booty was hurting. That's okay.
Nah, but they had asked me for help.
And you liked it.
No, pues you know, like how it is. They offer it. Y hay como ve uno,
Yeah,
you know, like
you know how it is. man.
Exactly,
It's,
exactly. You know.
it's like it happens here too in the city, bro. You make an offer, and it's easy as take it or leave it. You know, I've been in situations like that where I'm with a band or something, and they throw you an offer, and you either take it or leave it. you know?
Yeah.
And it's
No,
no hard feelings. Well, I mean,
right.
it depends, you know, because if you take it and then whoever wants to take it like a hard feeling type
Right,
of thing
right,
takes it. But I mean,
exactly,
it's
yeah.
just it's an invitation, bro. right?
Exactly,
You
yeah.
either take it or leave it. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Like I've been with them since 2020.
2020, yeah. 2 years, yeah.
No, no.
To 2020?
No, no.
2020.
2021. Apenas fue un
Yeah.
año. Yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah. Porque
Well,
dije,
actually,
no.
it was at the beginning because
Beginning of 2021. In
because
March.
cuando nos
Yeah.
ayudó era ya la última.
Yeah, beginning
la
of
última,
2021.
yeah.
He still played with
That's
Escalante for
true.
the what was it, the jam out at the Posada.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, he still played with them.
That was
yeah.
before the
Puras
pandemic,
mentiras, bro.
right
Puras
before the
mentiras
pandemic.
aventamos
No,
aquí, bro.
pero la cosa es, la cosa es que estén a gusto, donde están, type of thing,
Yeah.
the vibe and the whole thing, the whole situation, and just be like, la pinche chemistry, bro.
Exactly,
like, I
right,
always
right.
tell you
And,
guys, like
it
we-
felt
we-
right, you know.
last year when we had Max's party, we had a talk. Remember, we were in the living room at my mom's house,
Oh yeah.
and then what did I say? I was like, "Fuck, we should have been recording this shit."
Yeah.
Dude. And I mean, crazy. Now we're here, bro.
Yeah.
We were here. You didn't
wasn't
go.
there.
Yeah,
I wasn't there,
you
bro.
missed. Yeah, he missed it. He missed
Yeah,
the
I wasn't there.
conversation that we had of how como
He's like,
inició el
"What the fuck are you
grupo y
talking
la
about?"
chingada.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah. So I mean, we had like para la gente que anda aquí todavía y la gente que va a escuchar el podcast, we've had a previous talk. Obviously, we had a stream back in November. We had our boy Clandes Kitchen, mi compa Jairo, he was in it. But we had before when we were doing the photo shoot for the band, because I think while we were working on the logo too at that time. No, we had the logo I think already, or we were working on that. We were working on the new image. We were working on the new image for Conjunto Alazar, and we sat down that same day, and we just had a conversation. We were just talking about how the band started and this and that, and I was like, "Fuck, bro! I wish I had, like, I wish we could have recorded this shit. Like, this is." And I was already talking in the process of having this, because en ese tiempo no lo tenía. Yeah, we're I always had that image, and now like I was like, man, fuck, we should record it. It'd be badass for a podcast. You guys remember that shit or no?
They're fucked up, bro. They don't remember shit. They don't remember shit, bro.
No,
They're fucked up.
it's
I already know he was fucked up. I already know he was fucked up. He don't remember shit.
No, we were at my crib. We were at my crib. No, pinche mi mamá. Mi mamá saca la pinche chancla y anda valiendo verga. Oh, no, not yet.
Hey, shout out to Juanito. Shout out to Juanito.
Saludos.
Shout out to all the
Saludos para la amiga
Johnny.
Jessie
Saludos,
Cabrera.
Jessie.
Saludos por toda la gente de acá,
Famoso
por acá, de
Juanito, bro.
Chicago. Saludos. María Tapia, mi prima. ¿Cómo anda toda la gente de Nueva York?
Toda la
Shout out
gente,
to the Bronx.
Hell
That's
yeah,
right.
The BX.
La gente de
Saludos
los
allá
New
para toda la
Yorkers.
gente del Bronx que apoya con
Para
Alazar.
toda la gente de Nueva York.
Mansi, la
Vamos
gente
para
de
allá.
Virginia.
a la familia de Soriano allá en el Bronx también.
Hell yeah, saludos
Saludos.
a toda la gente allá de Nueva York. All right, we're gonna skip your ass. I was kidding. Oh, pussy. Nah, just kidding. No. So el que
Yo vine por la shit.
a mí dame alcohol y ya.
Esto
Ahí
lo
viene.
hace para divertirse, dice.
Se acabó.
Before we start la iniciación del grupo, how you get into music? Obviously, I know the story, but I mean, obviously in the podcast, it's just not, just obviously just because I'm hosting it or I'm doing the thing, but I mean, you're one of the vocalists here in the band because obviously mi compadre Ángel canta, Primo Johnny. How did you get into music, bro?
And the music all started when I was probably like young, like 4 or 5 years old, that I can remember.
Is it true, Max?
Because
Yeah.
because
I got
of la
video.
tienda. Because of la tienda, I mean, tenemos una tienda de Disco Centro. I mean, we had mad music off the
Yeah,
ass.
music, yeah.
That's when the CDs were popping, and
Yeah,
you know.
CDs. Oh,
ya anda pedo. Oh, shot. Shot.
Ahorita. Once we
Shot, y un
finish the last
putazo.
story,
Y
we'll
un
go into the
putazo para que se le
band.
quite.
So, yeah, you started at a young age listening to the music.
To the music.
Where at what point do you start like liking to wanting to sing, or cómo te gusta la cantada?
Like when I was like 6 years old, cuando tenía 6 años, when my dad first got the bar,
Yeah, we did have a
like an
restaurant.
06?
Yeah.
'06, he had karaoke.
Yeah.
And the nights me subía a cantar las noches ahí karaoke. Hell yeah.
Cantaba los karaoke de Alacranes musical, bro.
Hell yeah.
And I got videos, nigga. What's
Gang
up?
shit,
I'm gonna
nigga.
show y'all niggas right now. I'm about to let me
Pour
take out the
some
hard
more
drive,
and
bro.
some Fritos.
Take out the hard drive, yeah.
Huh? No, gallito, no sabes.
Hey, se cantaba. ¿Por qué salen los tontos? Hey, that was his shit, bro.
It's still is. I don't know about that shit. I don't know about that
No,
shit.
déjame vivir una pinche historia, güey. Este güey cantaba las pinches karaoke como pistas, se sabía la letra porque veía las pinches letras. This nigga couldn't read. En español no sabía leer el güey, pero ya sabía cómo iba la rola.
Nigga, I was like fucking 4 or 5 years old. I'm
Dude, you
de
were like
verga.
5 or 6, bro.
¿Qué puto te ibas a ver cómo leer las
It's one
pinches
story, damn it.
las pinches letras de
De por sí que
español,
no le
mames.
gustó la escuela al güey.
Aparte,
And I was like, fuck, bro. But yeah, that's how you start. So you start singing at 6 years old. In the family business. You start doing that, and then is that where you get to the point where is that something you wanted to do, or how something that you like?
nah, actually it was actually
Did you leave it alone for a little bit?
no, actually everything was when you join Capaz.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know this, but when my brother, cuando
Yeah.
Max, he joined Capaz, actually, nigga, you was a big fucking inspiration. You fucking,
Bro,
I looked
thanks,
up to you, you know, I still do, because,
Hey, perro.
because, no, yeah,
lo
now I was like, probably like, what, like, I was like,
Déjame
I was like, now I was like 12 years old,
la
güey.
verga.
No, now I was probably like, what, like 12, 13, not like 12, 11
it
years
was
old.
2011, yeah, you were 11.
Yeah, bro, I would wake up at the school way. This nigga, he'll be on fucking
Despierta América.
Despierta
la verga.
América,
It's crazy. Yeah.
Gordy La Flaca, bro. Seeing this nigga like in the TV, nigga, that was like, damn, like, nigga, that's my brother.
That's
like,
my brother.
Like, damn, like sometimes este güey se iba like fucking like 3 months, 2 months. I wouldn't see this nigga. Ya cuando regresaba, like it was badass. Like también cuando llegaba capaz like a tocar ahí at the local clubs, we would go with my mom and my dad. Y vamos a ver, and I mean, it was something cool, bro. It was something cool.
I
Y
can
like seeing your brother like up there on stage with con un pinche grupo ya conocido, you know. Damn, it was badass, bro. And from there, yo creo que that's when I like
You
caught my
wanted
attention,
you
yeah.
wanted to do
More.
music. So you do you were doing, obviously we had the restaurant, and
The
you
restaurant
started
stuff.
doing karaoke. But how, I mean, after those years, obviously after doing that, doing the tour thing, and I move out here, you were still kind of like doing music, palomazos. I remember doing palomazos.
Palomazos.
Once I started living here, me lo traía because he wasn't at age to sorry, he wasn't at age to be flying, like being
Traveling
out
on his
here,
own.
yeah, on his own. So sometimes once he turned what, like 15, 16, he would
When I
start
was
coming during the summer.
15.
Yeah.
15 the first time
He
that I came was
started
15.
coming because I was here for a while. Obviously you guys know the story, most of you guys, el primo Johnny. Yo me vengo en el 2012 after I was in Capaz for like a year and a half. After that, duré nomás como 6 meses in Maryland, and I dipped and I came over here. I started coming out here to, see something else, and I get here. And then I was here for, I think, like 8 months. I was here for 8 months. My dad has an accident. He passes away, so I go back. So we're at home. I don't think, did you, at that time, were you thinking, well, obviously, I don't think we were thinking about music because I stopped. I was here already trying to, like, doing music. Ya estaba aquí. At that time, you came, right? Like, when I first came the first time,
Yeah.
he came, like, once or twice because I was here for, like, 8 months.
I came twice.
Yeah.
That's when we
So,
first met.
yeah,
escuela.
so I was when he met escuela at that time, I wasn't even in escuela at that time. I would just help them out, like selling shirts, or andaba de groupie or the staff type of thing, just hanging out with them. Saludos a todos los que andaban ahí, mi compadre Robert, Omar, Gesiel.
Sí,
Aquí tengo
compa
la
primo.
camisa del primo, que paz descanse, siempre
Yeah.
siempre lo tenemos aquí recordándolo. And it was them, Kochi también, Kochi,
compa
que
Kochi
anda por allá
también.
en Michigan.
Yeah,
Saludos a mi
saludos.
compa Kochi. so Jesse starts coming, and then he starts knowing, slowly musicians and that I know, and siempre lo presentaba, hey, my brother is coming for the weekend type thing, or the summer, así cosillas. So my dad has his accident. I go back home, and I'm there for what, like a year?
Probably like a
Yeah,
year.
a year.
Year.
I'm there for a year. That happens 2013, 2014. I come back. Me ofrecen trabajo de acordeonista con Escuela Rancho y me vengo yo. So I've been here since 2014 technically. Yeah, de planta I've been here, yeah, since 2014. So what happens then? Because obviously we would talk, but I didn't know what his, obviously, cada cabeza es un mundo. So qué es lo que after 2014, how do you get back into music after us going through that stuff? How do you get back into the music? Or obviously cuando venías para acá echabas palomazos with grupos aquí, because he liked to drum. He had the drums home. We had drum sets. I think you used to have it, the orange
Yeah,
one?
that's when I used to, cuando tenía bueno, ahí todavía la tengo, pero es
You
cuando
started in the
practicaba más.
drums, yeah.
I
He
would
started in the
practice more,
drums,
I would
yeah.
practice,
So
yeah. And I started in
his
drums,
first
yeah.
instrument was the drums too. So ahí más o menos le pica. And we always had a drum set at home. At the
Yeah.
restaurant, we had a drum set because y le movía él también. Yo también tocaba and stuff like that. So what happens between that time after basically 2014?
Pues, le empecé a dar la batería, but,
Did you ever join anybody?
I didn't join anybody.
Was it palomazos and helping
we
out?
would just,
type shit?
yeah, we would just have palomazos and like jam outs with compas and shit. Actually, I would have jam outs with mi compa. Actually, mi compa Pablo.
Yeah.
Pablo. We will have el compa Gio Guzman and the sax, compa Gio.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Giovanni.
Yeah, Giovanni. Saludos.
We'll have, ¿quién más? We would have, compa Julio Serrano.
On the sexto?
On the no, he will play bass.
Okay.
Play bass. Pablo on the bajo sexto. Giovanni on the sax. Me on the drums. Y quién más? El compa Martin Bravo. Era el que cantaba. Martin,
Simón.
el que cantaba.
El cuñadillo.
Yeah. We would jam out right there. We would just.
You guys don't know that story.
I know the story. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, we would have jam outs. And just at parties, like at compas parties, like they would have a birthday party, just jam out.
Jam out, yeah.
Something cool. But the one el que me trajo back, like, to singing, that one, like, que me llamó la atención otra vez de cantar, era el companino from Los Jefes.
Ah, okay.
Cause es cuando apenas se había salido, ¿cómo se llama?
Mike.
El Mike y el Axel creo cantaba, pero todavía no lo metían de lleno. So I hope
Mike, ¿cuál Mike?
Es un chavo de
un morenito.
Colombia. Creo que vive en Colombia, man.
Yeah, I think he never met him. You never met him.
Probably.
He
Because I
sing-
remember the other guy.
El Axel, the little short guy, the one that's going out with her cousin.
I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, Mike.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I remember.
Pero-
El tall guy. Un
Yeah, el
güerito.
güerito, el
Simón,
flaquito,
Simón, yeah.
morenito.
Yeah, I remember.
Ya se
The
parece este
OG.
güey.
A la verga. The OG jefe.
The OG jefe.
Okay, I remember.
Simón.
Yes. Okay.
So
now,
he
okay.
got out, and el que me llamó era Nino.
Okay.
Y Nino, I helped him out. I think it was like probably dos o tres, no me acuerdo cuántas eran. But
¿Tocabas?
yeah, I helped
Okay.
him out, and
¿Qué
I helped
hicieron?
him out
Okay.
en la cantada.
Ah, okay.
No, it was just to help him out, help him out. Y le gustó. He was like, hey, bro, he like, you should get into singing. He like, you sing good. I'm like, pues le doy 2, 3.
No valgo verga, pero pues.
Yeah, no,
ahí
todavía, pero he was like, you should keep singing. I'm like, I really think about it. Pero that's yo creo que el Nino le dijo al Johnny, and that's was probably like after that gig that I had con el Nino.
Yeah.
Yo creo que tardó como un mes. Después del mes me llamó el Johnny, el primo Johnny, que quería que le ayudara para unas tocadas. Bueno, me había llamado que he had heard me sing con Nino o Nino le había dicho que cantaba yo bien. Y dice que si yo le podía ayudar en unas fechas. And I told him, I'm like, because first, cuando me dijo eso, I was iffy about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, when he told me it was norteño with sax, and like, I know what norteño with sax, like, you know, las pinches, las
High pitch.
high pitch shit, you know?
high pitch,
And
yeah.
that's not, you know,
in your
yeah.
in your
That
range.
is not, that's not in my range, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
when
Si
he
de
told me
por
that, I
sí
was,
vales verga.
no, pues sí.
Sí, si de por sí
No,
vales verga,
when-
sabe.
when he-
Luego con high pitch, no, pues te mete el pinche dedo en el sí, sí, güey.
Y todavía bajamos, y todavía le bajamos
Hey,
la canción.
hey, la neta, hey, I try singing norteño sax, bro. Trust me, I've been there, bro. I've been
Yeah.
there too.
Y le digo, nah. Y le digo, you can't get that, you get that. I'm like, yeah, putos, como no cantan ustedes, vergas. I'm like, yo quisiera que cantaran ustedes, a ver si le pueden llegar. Ay, whatever, nigga.
Como él con la flauta.
Tráiganse el negro de WhatsApp a ver si no cantan
No, pero
I
no,
saw a video. I saw a video of him. You were
Singing?
doing, yeah, there's un palomazo with a band, but I don't remember the name of the band. And I think it was El Centenario. Yeah, I think it was,
Singing?
yeah, he was singing El Centenario.
Okay.
And
¿guitarras o norteño?
no, era norteño.
Oh,
Era un grupo norteño. No sé si, ¿sabes quién creo que era? Era los de Lionel y su...
Oh,
Nah,
Taide,
bro,
Taide.
yeah.
You're probably
Taide was the one
yeah.
that
Don
showed me
Taide.
how to
Yo
play
creo,
accordion.
me imagino que
Taide.
eran ellos.
Okay.
Porque en el video no se veía cuál era la agrupación, solo se veía que estabas tú cantando ahí.
Oh, okay.
Pero vi el video y dije, no, pues canta bien
Yeah,
el
yeah,
primo. And then, bueno,
You were like,
yo
"Oh,
pienso, mira,
I think that's my cousin.
no, look, everybody, I think like every baseball team or football team or everybody knows what they want for their their team, right? Or what you want for your
¿Cómo se
for your
dice?
band.
What you want? First draft pick or
Yeah.
yeah.
So when you see these individuals, right, you'll be like, oh, well, maybe
He
that's
has
not gonna
potential,
work.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I said, okay, this is something that can work. You know, this is
Yeah.
something that I can work with. Because we were struggling at the time. O sea, teníamos mucho
¿Fiestecillas?
problemas. No, bueno, teníamos problemas con lo de
Voces.
las voces, you know. Yo pues, no tengo una voz así que llena el cuarto, ¿no?
Yeah,
Él
yeah.
sí, él tiene una vocesota y
Según.
Ángel...
Según.
Según.
Y Ángel, pues él tiene lo suyo, ¿no? Pero igual, o sea, se nos hizo mucho y decidimos, ¿no? Pues buscar a alguien que nos pueda ayudar en ese aspecto. Entonces, en ese momento, pues yo decidí de hablarle a Jesse. Estaba otra persona en el lugar, en el momento, pero las cosas no se dieron como...
Let me stop you there
Ajá.
because we're getting into the process of how cómo está iniciando el Alazar because he joins a little bit after
Yeah.
ya estaba la
Ya
base.
estaba la base, sí.
So let's start how you guys after everybody has a story because obviously we get into this point that we're like fucking like we're already an hour in, but you know why? Because there's 7 of you guys or 8. ¿Cuántos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, somos
Yeah,
7.
machine.
Al cabo que no tienen que nada que hacer.
Todos no llevamos prisa.
No hay prisa, sabe. No, it's
No,
because
primo,
everybody has a
nobody-
story. That's like the concept of the episodes that I do here, the podcast or the live stream, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Everybody has a story, you know, like a band has a story. But I like to go into how everybody started because yo desde que cuando empecé la música, yo siempre, por decir, yo inicié en la música en la era del duranguense.
Ujú.
Obviously, yo inicié tocando, pero yo la música ya escuchaba. Nosotros crecimos escuchando Chalino Sánchez, Invasores de Nuevo León. Y nosotros éramos norteños.
Beto Quintanilla.
Sure.
Beto Quintanilla,
Tenía cadetes.
Chalinos, Cadetes. O sea, we're norteños. We're from Puebla, which Puebla sabes que es mucha cumbia, que es mucho esto, que el otro. Nosotros venimos de un rancho, obviously, sabemos que somos ranchería. Venimos de un rancho y my dad, we grew up with norteño. We're straight up norteños. Straight up norteños. That's why I think maybe that's why I'm on the accordion and I can only literally play norteño accordion. No te sé tocar norteño sax. And that's why I always been accordion because that's what I grew up with. That's my knowledge. That's where that's my comfort zone basically.
But I think if you put your mind to it,
Oh yeah, definitely.
can
I
definitely do
mean,
it.
dijera, it's not rocket science,
No.
you know, but I mean, that's where I like to play, you know,
Ujú.
that's where my thing. Um,
Es tu mero mole.
yeah, where was I? I totally
How,
got
how
lost.
in, inicia Alazar en
Yeah,
este
yeah, como
momento.
inician al azar. So everybody has the story of each individual. We're at our end, but now we're getting into how cómo llega el concepto de al azar, you know, now because obviously we got out of the 7, 4 of the musicians played together in one previous band, and kind of everybody going their way. Inicia el proyecto del azar. So, primo, I mean, se puede decir que obviamente tú eres uno de los fundadores. Porque I think it's everybody has
Yo y
equal.
Oscarichi.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's equal, pero yo sé que tú eres uno de los. You're one of the ones that takes the reign, that que da la cara when it comes to obviously contracts. There's always has to be that type of leadership or that one too out of, por decir, puede ser aunque sea un cierreño, un norteño, una banda, lo que sea. Si son dueños, son 6 o 4 o 2 o lo que sea. But there's always that one person that kind of takes that extra step forward, you know, and it's es respetable, and obviously como una agrupación siempre se ocupa una persona que you guys as a team can count on out of, say, si son 4 and everybody agrees that such person is the one that, like, hey, like, we're gonna back you up, even like he makes the final decision, but obviously he needs a structure or a backbone to make that decision, you know, because it's obviously ahorita ya son 7, but ¿cómo inicia el concepto de Conjunto Alazar?
Bueno, como te dije, ¿no? Cuando ya estábamos al finales de la agrupación con la agrupación de Esmerado, no teníamos nada listo, pero la idea ya estaba ahí. Entonces,
So, la idea estaba ahí antes.
sí, ya, o sea, nosotros, bueno, a mí siempre me ha gustado el norteño con sax, así
Ujú.
como los rieleros, polorías, música así.
¿Otra vez? Yeah, now I
Y-
understand you.
That's why it took us 15 hours to get here.
Yeah,
Y yo y Oscar, pues ya, él también le gusta la música norteña.
And that I know because of his uncles. I think I told you that story that I jammed out with your uncles in Mexico once. Yeah, Cateo se llamaba en ese tiempo. Yeah, so I knew that they were norteño because their group norteño en un tiempo como Duranguense, pero metían tuba after and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you knew that they were a norteño type.
Yeah, I mean, I always liked it, and I knew that he liked it too. So because when we were with Esmerado, we wanted to do more norteño, but for some reason it just never got done.
Well, it didn't get done because the head of that
Yeah.
structure had a different view.
Exactly.
That's why.
Yeah.
Closed mindset.
Yes,
too.
yes.
So
No, they had a closed
Yeah.
mindset. They did.
Yeah.
So I
No,
just-
because obviously everybody knew.
Yeah.
Everybody knew, todos sabían que obviamente el concepto, because al final del día cada agrupación como que tiene su fuerte.
Mhm.
Y obviamente su fuerte de ellos era el grupero cumbia slash, ese era lo más fuerte de ellos. Y obviamente meterte en un género donde los instrumentos originales no están, se escucha maybe off, or, you know, whatever the concept is, pero no, por eso no pasaba.
Exactamente.
So you
So-
guys querían meter más norteño sax maybe? Or
Yeah,
was it?
porque bueno, para mí era más el hecho de que en ese momento estaba pegando mucho esa
Okay,
música.
okay, that's fine.
Apenas lo de los guapangos y los merequetengues estaban
Yeah.
empezando a subir. Y más ahí en esa área.
Yeah.
Entonces, pues a nosotros nos gustaba mucho esa música y pues elegimos ese estilo. Pero muchos no están para saberlo, pero también le íbamos a meter cierreño, así con guitarras.
Okay.
Porque aquí el nieto de Don Trini Núñez es bueno también para la guitarra.
Yeah, yo sé. Ay,
Au.
pícame.
Se fue Don Trini, pero no para
Dígame.
Phoenix.
Pero él
Ok.
sabía tocar y intentamos, pero no se quedó ese estilo
Ok.
porque como que no nos acomodábamos bien con los dos géneros. O sea, entonces nomás nos dedicamos a un solo
Yeah.
género. Y como nos gustaba mucho el norteño sax, pues le dimos a ese.
Yeah.
Y iniciamos ya tarde, como en julio del 2018. Yeah,
So, and tú invitas a Oscar?
Oscar, ajá.
Okay. It's just you two.
Primero los dos, yeah.
¿Cómo entra
Oh,
Romelio? ¿O cuál es la original base?
Ok, los tres, aquí, Romelio, Oscar y yo.
Okay.
Y en ese momento, sí, él estaba con Capaz en ese momento.
Simón.
Estaba en gira, creo que estaba en Colombia, creo.
Sí, no, en
Le, ya-
Colombia.
le llamé y le expliqué, ¿no? Más o menos la idea. Y pues él,
¿Pero por qué le llamaste if you knew that he was on tour?
pues ya estábamos en pláticas. Ya estábamos en pláticas.
Oh, before he left.
No. Él ya
¿Cómo?
estaba en tour.
Okay.
Y él, yo creo que no sé si yo le llamé a él para saludarlo o él me llamó para saludarme a mí. Pero el chiste es que salió en plática, pues.
Oh, like, hey,
Estábamos,
what are
hey,
you
¿cómo
doing? type of
estás?
thing?
You know?
Ah, okay.
Y ya después, hey, pues, ¿sabes qué? Yo y Oscarín, pues ya vamos de salida y queremos hacer una agrupación, ¿no?
Ujú.
Y pues ahí le expliqué más o menos cómo están los detalles y ya, pues él me dijo que lo pensó y después dijo, no, pues que
Y armaron
le
un
parece.
trío.
Sí, porque él dice que ya estaba cansado de estar viajando mucho. Dice.
Ah, entonces hizo el trío. Se hizo el trío entre los tres.
Ándale, así mismo.
On the bottom, Brett.
Ah.
Ya te la sándwich.
Ah.
Entonces, en eso habíamos quedado nosotros y ya
Ujú.
después, eso fue como en más o menos al fines de
27.
2017, ajá.
Okay.
A fines del 2017.
Simón.
Y ya entró el nuevo año, ya yo ya había ido, hicimos una junta con Esmerado y les di las gracias por la oportunidad y pues
You're leaving.
hicimos las
Basically,
paces, ya
yeah.
me fui.
Okay.
Oscar todavía se quedó un ratito, ayudarles a ellos a sacar unos compromisos y después ya como en el verano empezamos a ensayar, pero como lo dije en el otro podcast, a
Yeah.
veces las cosas no te salen como tú quieres al comienzo, ¿no?
Yeah.
Estábamos batallamos mucho para...
Musician wise, like to find concepts.
Pues teníamos los elementos, pero
Okay.
no nos acoplábamos bien. La
Ah,
música
okay.
no salía como esperábamos, ¿no? A
Okay.
veces como que pones las cosas y dices, no, pues...
No
Everybody
cuadra.
Como que
on
no.
the same page.
Exacto, ya.
Yeah, okay.
Y,
Yeah.
y de repente, en una de esas, mi compa Oscar, pues, me salió con una cara
Jalada.
así bien...
Una
y
jalada.
me dice, así bien, no enojado, pero estaba como...
Nah, emputado. No, di la
Te
verdad.
jaló los. Ey, te jaló los.
Di la verdad.
Ey,
Ok, estaba-
como casi te andaba
Estaba
jalando los pelos
molesto,
del
estaba
culo, güey.
molesto.
Casi te metí un vergazo.
Estaba sacado de onda, estaba molesto y
Ajá.
no le gustaba lo que estaba viendo.
Pasando, yeah.
Entonces él me dice, mira, yo confío en ti, pero lo que estamos haciendo,
No vale verga.
no, ahorita no lo veo, pues, o no lo siento, no,
Yeah.
no sé. Entonces como que entonces en ese momento, pues yo me sentí un poco mal porque dije, no, pues yo le prometí esto a ellos y no estoy cumpliendo con mi deber.
Yeah.
Y pues cuando estás en esas situaciones como que a veces te dan ganas nomás que te
You
trague la
wanna-
tierra, ¿no?
Yeah.
Y no, bueno, de repente dije, no, vamos a hacer las cosas bien, vamos a hacer un cambio, pero va a ser para mejorar la agrupación.
Simón.
Entonces, en eso ya fue cuando creo que
You
le
hit
hablamos
up
a Ángel,
Angel.
ajá. Le hablé a Ángel y porque ya lo había conocido a él. Hace como unos meses antes, Julio, saludos a Julio Serrano y a
Okay.
Joan Serrano y al parejita.
Okay. Saludos.
El Julio me invitó a que le echara la mano para una fiesta creo que era de su novia en ese entonces, que ahora es su esposa. Y nos invitó que le fuéramos a cantar las mañanitas. Pero eran músicos así como que
Regados. pues,
Regados, ajá, ándale.
así, boom, 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 like,
De
kinda like
diferentes
right now, come
agrupaciones.
through, yeah.
exactamente. Entonces fuimos a ensayar un día y ahí fui cuando lo escuché a él por primera vez. Y cuando estaba tocando el bajo quinto, pues
Was that the Selena Chris Paris?
exactamente. Yo como Selena Quintanilla
Yeah,
y Chris, cuando Selena vio a Chris Pérez la
Chris
primera
Pérez,
vez
yeah.
y se
le mojó
enamoró.
el calzón.
Fue el mismo
Se
amor.
le mojó el calzón.
Y
yes.
tú sabes, biri biri bam bam.
Yeah, that wet, true.
Y así fue. Y
Yeah,
después,
that wop.
Y yo me quedé con eso, espérate. Espérate, güey. Entonces, yo me quedé con eso.
Yeah.
Entonces yo le dije a él, le digo, yo conozco un chavo. Yo conozco un chavo que sabe cantar, que sabe dar segunda voz y toca bien el bajo quinto.
Yeah.
Entonces, él como que ya dice, bueno, pues ya qué, ve. Como que ya estaba un poco
It's whatever.
desconfiado
Yeah,
en mí.
yeah, it's like,
Como que
yeah,
whatever, ya.
Yeah.
Y le llamamos a él y lo invité. Él se hizo de rogar, no quiso ir al ensayo, pero después me dijo que sí, como unos 5 minutos después.
Yeah. Oh, kidnap you or
Y-
just trying to like wrap you up?
Y así fue. Y lo invitamos y llegó, y ensayamos y pues le gustó, pero en ese momento él tenía compromiso con otra agrupación
Yeah.
y le dijimos que lo pensara, pues si se puede, bien, y si no, pues no hay problema, o sea, cada quien tiene sus cosas, ¿no?
Yeah.
Y así fue. Así fue que inició.
Entra Angel.
Entra Angel, ajá. Y después Jesse
Join first before Javi?
No, actually, we joined.
al mismo tiempo.
Ah, okay.
Pero
So
él
was
nos
that
ayudó.
that gig that you were talking about that
Sí.
you were helping and then were you helping
I was
too?
helping, yeah.
Are we gonna tell them what happened that day or not?
No,
Yeah,
pues,
yeah,
dentro-
pues sí, sí, a
dentro del
huevo.
pizza, ¿qué pasó ese día?
¿Cuál día?
Oh yeah, he was helping.
¿Cuál día?
The day that we went
Oh.
to the first gig.
A certain,
we had-
Ok,
someone
so lo
did
que
something.
pasó fue, mi sobrino Tony, que también saludos para
Yeah,
él,
salgo, Tony.
Tony Casawat, él estaba con nosotros, pero él no tenía suficientes canciones en el repertorio. Y nosotros nos habíamos aventado, yo ya había hecho el
5
contrato
hour
para
gig.
una fiesta de 5 horas, ¿eh?
Yeah. Ah, valiendo,
El
yeah.
chavo...
En pocas
el
palabras la
otro-
cagó el Johnny.
el- no, pero cuando hice el contrato, supuestamente los músicos iban a estar presentes, ¿no?
Yeah.
Entonces yo, confiado, pensando que los músicos iban a estar presentes, me aventé. Y como una semana antes me avisa no sé si era una semana antes o 2 semanas antes, me avisó este muchacho que que toca con cariño, Giovanni, que no iba a poder ir porque
Ah,
tenía una
ok.
emergencia
Yeah.
o cosas por el estilo, ¿no?
Excuse
Y-
maybe.
Tal vez,
Whatever.
quién sabe, ¿no?
Yeah, okay.
El chiste es que no iba a ir.
Yeah.
Él me dijo simplemente no voy a ir,
I'm not going.
no voy a llegar
Yeah, yeah,
y
yeah,
ahí ven ustedes cómo le hacen.
Yeah.
He hit a usual.
Fuimos. Y yo dije, ok, no hay problema. Él, desafortunadamente, yo le había dicho una información a él que no era correcta. Entonces, en la confusión, él hizo compromiso para ayudarle al
Otro
Sensación, que estaba, en ese momento estaba G en la Sensación. Entonces, él tampoco iba a estar ahí.
Okay.
Entonces, Joan tocaba un poquito el bajo quinto y entonces decidí poner a Joan en el bajo quinto y a Jesse le pedí que me ayudara a cantar. Y luego fue cuando le llamé a Nachito y le pregunté si me echa la mano a sacar este compromiso, porque era obviamente última hora, pero pues, o sea, por las circunstancias, ¿no?
Yeah, yeah.
Eh,
Para no quedar mal tampoco.
exactamente.
Yeah,
Entonces,
Simón, yeah,
él me
okay,
dijo, pues como que no quería por lo mismo de que
He hasn't
Era
touched
muy poco
the-
tiempo.
Yeah, yeah. He had to clean the sacks and
Exactamente.
shit. Yeah.
He had to
So,
dust it
yeah,
off.
Dusty ass sacks. Yeah.
Y después,
Yo le doy el pinche monitor todo rusty.
That's a pinche
No,
no
pero salió
lube.
bien,
No
salió
lube,
bien.
nigga. No lube, bro.
entonces yo le dije las
Esa madre
canciones
está
que...
Puro salivazo a la verga.
Esa madre estaba oxidada. Ya la verga.
Entonces yo le dije a él, le digo, no te preocupes, vamos
I'll
a
buy you
tocar.
lube.
I'll buy you lube. And then, hey, yo.
Ay, yo.
I'm gonna get sued for that, for saying,
Luego me dicen
hey,
qué pedo
yo.
con eso.
I'll show you later.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get sued for that. Anyway.
Yes. Okay.
Le pregunté, le pedí que me echara la mano y pues, al final aceptó. Al final aceptó y se fue con nosotros y fuimos a tocar así.
Is that where the spark started?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sí, porque él
Obviously for 5 hours que iban a hacer, ni modo que pinche
Sí.
verse uno del otro top en...
sea,
Yeah, y como es la pinche, una rola en cumbia, la misma, el palomito en cumbia, el palomito en ranchera, el palomito...
Actually, ese día no we didn't repeat any songs, actually.
Hold that thought. You can continue that story.
You gotta take a piss, bruh.
¿Qué merece, bueno?
Ahora sí, you gonna break the seal. Bueno, mientras ahorita que empezamos ahí con mi... Who wanna tell the story? Because either you guys tell the story
Okay.
or
Okay.
vamos con los saludos. ¿Cuál?
Saludos, saludos,
Yeah,
saludos.
saludos. Hell yeah, let's go to saludos. Mi compadre Jesse Lucero dice, thank God everybody got a haircut. Everybody faded, bruh.
Ni
Hell
tanto,
yeah,
güey.
saludos. So, is that el famous Jesse de los
Yeah.
videos?
De los videos, todos pinches videos todos chuecos ahí para la verga ahí.
Compadre Jesse,
Nah,
saludos,
chale,
saludos a
compa
toda la-
tocayo. Hell yeah,
para
nigga.
el compa
What's
tocayo
up?
ahí hasta Maryland, bro. Saludos ahí para toda la gente. Manda saluditos ahí para toda la raza tuya, bro.
Toda la
Porque
raza de
que-
Guerrero, la raza de Pochutla, de Huacotzingo, la familia Crespo, Casarrubias, toda mi familia por ahí.
para tu
Saludazo.
jefecillo.
Mi,
Saludos.
mi jefe, Don Ofelio.
Yes.
Mi mamá,
Don Ofelio.
mi mamá Aquilina, que anda en México
Ofelio.
ahorita.
Saludos, saludos.
Saludos.
Hey,
Hell yeah,
man,
bro.
we go way back, bro.
Yeah, way
Con
back,
los
nigga.
tamales,
Los
hijos de
tamales.
chingada. Yes.
Los helados, güey, los
Sí,
helados.
los
Los helados, hell yeah, nigga.
bro. Yo no-
Go way back.
Le recomiendo.
Este güey
Hey,
también
hey,
es
I got a question. Yeah, dude. I got a question. Does your parents still make tamales?
Yeah, my dad does.
Your
yeah,
dad?
yeah.
Saludos. Ahí
Yeah.
recomendado los tamales.
Pero este verga no sabe cómo hacer ni verga. Ni
No, yo no
tamales,
lo hacía,
ni las
pendejo.
nieves.
Ni las nieves ni los tamales.
nieves,
No,
ni los tamales.
este güey sí sabía hacer tamales de él. Sí sabe. Hey, yo no sé ahorita, pero ahorita sí sabes.
Todos
Antes,
Pinches tamales todos crudos a la verga.
Que fuera Jesse o qué putas. Nah, güey.
I don't know.
güey,
Antes
ni
sí.
ni iba al ensayo por los
Yeah,
putos tamales,
yeah,
güey.
exactly, bro. Yeah, antes sí sabía. Yo no sé ahorita si todavía se recuerda hacer tamales, pero antes sí.
que ver,
Hasta salían unos pinches tamales perros.
Ahorita ya
Fíjate, güey, no creo.
No creo.
Una pinche nevecita ahí.
Ah.
De limón o que
Ahí
sea.
agarra el micrófono ahí para pasarle a Angel. Quítale el pinche.
Siéntalo, verga.
Oye, siéntale.
Siente aquí, güey.
Compa, para que mande saludos ahí para la clica.
Siente aquí, güey.
Para la clicona.
Toda la clica.
Ay, míralo.
Clication.
Ana, cachondo.
What's up, everybody?
Shout out to other people.
Shout out to everyone in Maryland. I miss everyone.
Take me
Hey, saludos a la mujer.
I miss them, bro. I miss Maryland, bro. It's my first day in Chicago, you know. I've never been to Chicago ever in my life.
already.
But, you know,
Nice shout out to your kids, you know, to your babies.
hell
Yeah,
yeah.
los
Grayson, Alea. Yeah, they're over there, you know, in Maryland, you know. But hell yeah, I'm excited for everything that's
Shout
gonna,
out to the fam.
you know, gonna come up, and yeah, fuck yeah. A ver qué comes out, you know.
For sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, I took a seat, by the way.
You gotta finish. Yeah. Hey, just give him the mic. Just pass him the fucking mic. Ahora vas enfrente.
Pásale el micrófono.
Hay que se ponga ahí la verga.
Pasa el pitrófono.
El pitófono.
Aguas. Te voy a dar.
Okay, so where were we? Okay, so it was that tocada, right? So yeah, that was like the third or fourth presentación that we did, right?
Wait, you guys.
Yeah. First with you guys, then it was like the third, the third presentación.
Our first one was in New York. No?
Right. La primera tocada fue en Nueva York.
Yeah.
Miami.
Just you guys.
Yeah,
Before,
before
porque ahorita kinda
you-
we're like right now we're kind of focusing on lo que
Yeah.
está aquí, lo que está lo que
Yeah.
es la base.
And in ese momento, like shortly after that, I think I had spoken to Nacho. Y yo le dije que qué le parecía, o sea, formar
grupo.
parte de la agrupación. Ajá.
Por decir, before we get to that point, when you guys say, when Nacho said that he felt a spark again for that gig, after the gig, did you kind of like think about maybe joining if they offered it, or what was it? What was it? ¿Cómo pasó eso? Because obviously I was ahí con los estos.
Yeah. So after that gig, you know, I was like, damn, you know, it went pretty smooth, and I think I'm not even sure if I practiced with you guys. Did I practice?
Nah.
I probably didn't even
Así nomás.
practice. Así nomás.
Raw talent.
And then I was like, damn, this shit feels good, man. I love it.
Yeah, what she said.
That's what she said. Raw talent.
That's how we became
Wow.
parents.
Yeah. And then obviously what helped was that you know
Professional
Johnny and I
photographer.
we played with Esmeraldo,
Yeah.
so
El
you know-
colmillo ya la tenía.
Yeah,
Obviamente no se te va a olvidar en un año, güey.
Yeah. So then after that, I was like, fuck. I was like, all right, man. I was like, I loved it. And I was like, if they ask me, I'll do it.
I'm gonna consider it.
I'll
type
do
of
it. Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I'll
I'm
do
not
it.
considering. I'm doing it.
And then after the gig was over, Johnny came up to me. He was like, "So what's up, man?"
Okay. So let's go. Okay, so-
Yeah, I asked him. I was like, are you gonna, unretire now or what?
Uh-huh.
And then he was like, yeah. He's like, I'll
Oh,
stay
so
with you guys.
so
Yeah.
basically after the gig, you're
Yeah.
nice.
So he stayed, and then shortly after that, I had told him because we had a little
Another gig?
issue
Oh, okay.
with somebody else, and
Who
then
was the singer before Jesse?
it was Joan.
Joan Parejita's son.
Ah, okay. Is it the one that plays the sexto?
El que tiró
Oh, he was
el que le
sick.
tiró el bajo sexto aquí, mi compa, a la verga.
A la verga.
Chinga
So-
su madre.
Just to make a long story short, it wasn't working out, and él dio su salida, and then Jesse entró.
Nah, wait. Tell the truth, nigga. First of all. No,
Like I said,
because he was like,
Fuertes declaraciones.
fuertes declaraciones ahorita.
so we had
En el condado de
we had,
Montgomery.
we had a misunderstanding at
Maria
one of
Rosa
the
Lucky.
tocadas. We had a misunderstanding at one of the tocadas. And
What was the misunderstanding?
So okay, so it was
La
really
farándula.
difficult. It was really
True,
difficult
nigga.
to keep everybody, in place to keep up
como
with
que
everybody.
there was maybe extra elements that maybe didn't have to be there, type of thing, because obviously, or maybe somebody didn't fit
Oh, yeah.
the
Big
part.
Saludos, big
O
boy.
So,
como el-
he was struggling in singing and playing the instrument, because
Okay.
he didn't practice. He didn't really put the
well,
effort.
there you go. He wasn't meeting the requirements of
Right.
the
Yeah.
expectations of what the band wanted.
Yeah.
That's basically.
No
what-
estaba
then-
echando.
And
Sí,
then
sí.
after that, we had it was just a bad day for both of us.
Okay.
I was dealing with the obvious stress that you go through when you're trying to make sure everything is going smooth.
Yeah.
You're dealing with the client. You're dealing with you got to deal with the engineers. You got to deal with the band, and you got to deal with
Entregando
everything that
pito.
comes along with it.
Hey.
And on top of that, he I had just bought my accordion, and he had put a clip-on mic,
Okay.
and he kind of walked over it. He took the mic off, and stripped it off, and
So you kind of.
I was upset. I was in a bad mood.
Yeah.
So, that was already in motion. It was set in motion, and after that, I think we didn't get into an argument, but I just told him, that we need to, chill out.
Yeah.
And then after that,
Can you grab that bottle behind him, the red one with the red top?
I had
Yeah.
like we had a list that we were
Can you
trying
put
to
it in the
follow.
freezer?
Oh.
We had a list that we were trying to
Like,
follow
Okay.
for the
Como que ya había
un
un
repertorio.
type of, yeah, como el
Right.
repertorio, como you kind of organizing it, right?
yeah. And so
Okay.
his side, he was supposed to
But
sing.
before the el otro elemento got out, was he joining or was he helping?
Yeah, that
No,
where he fucked up. That where he fucked up.
Who you
I
talking
tengo que hablar yo.
You talking
No,
about
but
Joan?
¿cómo no, yeah, but I'm saying, how did Jesse join? Because you said that he joined first, and then you
No,
kind of
no. Joan joined. I'm sorry. Joan was already in the
He was
band.
already in, yeah, so.
Jesse
That's
me
when he
estaba.
didn't go, right? Or
No.
did he go?
No, he
He
went.
went. He
He
went.
left.
He
No,
left that
went.
day.
No, he didn't leave that day. Because la primera tocada que tuvimos, that's when we played at the barnyard
yeah.
over there at Winchester.
So Joan was already part of the band,
Okay,
and I asked Jesse to help us out because he knew more songs.
okay, yeah.
Cantadas,
Sí,
cantadas.
sí.
So that was his role.
Ah, okay.
His backup.
So what I'm
Yeah.
understanding is como que
Like what?
hubo un tipo de celos because
No,
he
no,
was helping.
No. It wasn't. It had nothing to
It
do with
wasn't
that.
that.
The problem was strictly between me and him at first.
Okay.
So, like I said, we had a misunderstanding. We got into some little argument, and then
Before the
he
tocada.
got before the tocada and while we were in the tocada and while we were performing, I had snapped at him because Jesse was supposed to be singing I think it was a song from Lalo Mora, because Joan would always struggle. So during practice,
Quiero que sepas.
yeah, he wouldn't be able to sing the song and play at the same
Yeah,
time. He would
but-
forget
yeah.
the lyrics. So I said, okay, well, that looks bad if we're performing and we don't know the lyrics, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I picked him to help us out, because he knew the song from beginning to end.
Yeah.
So then he sang the song. He was supposed to sing the song, but then Joanne
During the gig.
during the
Put
gig
it in.
goes in with the song.
Oh, okay.
Put it in. Y todavía la cagó. And then pues I had to come in, save the day.
So
Cálmate,
se-
pinche Superman.
se- se-
ya.
no,
Rato,
So-
bájate de tu pinche nube, José
No.
Torres, a la verga.
Vergas.
Ya,
José
cálmate,
Torres.
José Torres.
So what ended up happening was I took a snap at Joanne,
Mhm.
right, because tensions
Yeah,
were
yeah,
high,
Yeah,
and I was upset, and I told him,
yeah.
you know, like that he shouldn't have done that, you know, just let Jesse sing the rest of the song. So he got upset and he takes off the guitar that he has.
Which
And he-
was,
Hit song.
was it his guitar? Cause he
It was
kinda-
Angel's guitar. It was Angel's guitar. So he
Guitar
takes
or
it.
Sexto?
No, it was his
Es el
guitar.
requito,
Oh.
no
Who's,
el requito.
Oh, okay.
10 string, 12 string,
12 string.
12 string.
Una de los
Es-
ceros.
and he
Un requito
and
ahí
he-
pedorrío
and
ahí.
he kind of slams it on
No,
the floor
he kinda said, y se cayó. Ah.
because he was mad, you know.
Yeah, sí,
And
sí,
I
obvio,
understand,
sí,
you know.
sí, sí.
Pero
Pero, pues, no se
that's
hace
what
eso, okay.
ultimately ended up happening.
Okay.
And then he left the gig, but this was during the gig. I was saying it happened in the
Intense.
middle,
A la verga.
so we had to like
Improvise.
improvise, and not only that, but I had to eat that. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to take all that and
Not like
just
some
continue.
real immature shit.
But me and Joanne are straight. We're cool. We
It
don't
is what it is. Yeah, yeah.
we don't have nothing against Joanne. Joanne has nothing
But
against
I
us.
mean, tampoco no están diciendo mentiras.
No, it's fine. I mean, I don't like
Fucking
I don't like talking.
Facts.
facts. Facts.
Facts, bro.
They're facts, but I don't like talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's not talking
It's
shit,
not
bro.
talking shit. It's just
It-
talking facts,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah, yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
talking facts.
So
So that happens. So that happens.
Yeah.
And then how does this nigga join her? Oh, you tell him then?
so
if he-
yeah. So once Joanne decided to leave
Yeah.
for good,
Yeah.
then that's when I asked him, you know, hey, so you want to, you know, try out for the band for good? Because I don't know what his mentality was at the moment either.
Yeah.
Él también, you know, he was helping out Nino, and he had other stuff going on, and I didn't know if he was going to say yes or no.
Nah.
But I did offer. So, ahí fue cuando.
Nah, 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 nah. Nah,
So,
that-
I mean, after those type of gigs where you're helping out Alazar, did you consider joining?
No, because I
Or-
mean, after that first gig we had at that barnyard, I told him what's up, but he was like, "Nah, bro, right now we can't have."
Oh,
Because,
yeah, you
we had
did
a lot
tell
of
me that.
people.
Yeah, yeah, porque
Because-
eran como
yeah, 'cause it was-
elementos, you kind of were like...
cause ya, bueno, ya
había
tenía su,
varios, ya, pues,
yeah,
la
there was
base
probably
ya, ya.
probably like 7 or 8 guys already,
Yeah.
and he told me, he was like, "Hey, bro, mira, ahorita la neta no te puedo meter."
Ah, yeah, I do
He like,
remember
"No
that
te
part.
puedo meter,"
Yeah, yeah.
but he like, right
Si
now
sale
we're
algo-
going through some stuff, yeah, pero si sale algo, you
I'll
say
hit
you're
you
gonna
up.
you're
Yeah,
gonna be the first
yeah,
one
I
I hit
remember
up.
that, I remember that.
And when he told me that, I was like, okay, yeah, you know, I understood
Yeah,
cómo
yeah,
estaba el pedo.
obviously, yeah.
So,
'Cause you're helping out.
yeah,
you
I'm
know,
helping out, so I understood.
Es sin compromiso el pedo.
And además, I mean, like, it was norteño with sex, so I knew that I had to get, you know, like, into that,
the-
you know.
yeah, it wasn't gonna be
So-
a norteño, regular norteño type shit.
Yeah, so I knew I had to get into that flow.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
So when he told me that, I was like, man, you know what? No, it's cool. I understand, you know. I like either way, todo modo, yo no le llego a las
Ni
pinches
modo, ahí me
letras.
quedo en mi casa rascándome los huevos.
No, but yeah. And the second time, ya cuando me habló the second time that he told me, ya es cuando fuimos at that one gig, ya cuando pasó el pedo with Joanne.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
when we had that incident. After that incident, yeah,
Yes.
that's when he told me, he was like, hey, what's up? You down to join or what's up?
Oh, okay, that's where
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
the invitation comes in.
That's when the
right?
invitation
The
comes.
official invitation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the official.
Okay.
Because before it was just he was helping us
Just
out.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
help out,
exactly,
just
yeah.
going just to help out, yeah. And yeah, after that situation, after the second gig that I helped him out, ya es cuando ya me dijo, ya en
Was
serio.
in that second gig, were you there already?
No, he didn't go to. Were you there?
Yeah.
Oh, a couple of songs, pues.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Entonces, entra él,
No, 'cause he was breaking
entra
up,
él,
he was breaking
Angel
the
was
shit.
already there too?
Yeah. Angel was there.
Angel, Romelio, Oscar, and you.
Mhm.
So after that incident, es como que donde se queda, empieza a cuadrar la base, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there another sax with you?
Tony.
Tony, okay. Tony se queda un rato también, right?
Mhm.
He was
Mhm.
there.
For like
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
man.
2 years. ¿Cómo se termina the 2 year concept where se queda, yo sé que se queda Nacho un ratito y ya, because obviously ya entra
No, there
Gio a
was two
little
more
after.
before him.
There was 2 more. Era el
Okay.
pinche. Era el pinche. Mi compa Rufo Nava. Mi compa Rufo Nava y era
Yeah, but I think when it
otro
comes
cote
to
ahí.
who,
El compa. I mean, I don't even know if we can count him as a band
yeah,
member.
no, but who was it?
Era el compa
He played one
Angel
gig with us,
Alvarado.
so-
Okay, yeah, no. I don't think it counts because it's el que quedó de base. It's the long term. It's not just
Yeah,
because
no,
1 or 2 months es como un cáliz, güey. La neta, porque it's yeah, because it's un cáliz nada más. O como que it's como like when you go to a job and you're on 90-day probation. If you don't make the 90-day probation, then you kind of don't count, bro. Because you don't get benefits. O sea,
Yeah.
that type of shit, type of thing, yeah. So
Both of
basically,
them, yeah.
Both of them.
I mean,
so pasa eso, se queda Javi solo.
No, with Tony.
Oh, with Tony.
Yeah, Tony
Sale
Yeah,
y se queda Javi.
he queda Javi.
So now se queda ya la base y apenas is when Gio ya starts within the past year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Apenas un año en
Yeah.
March, sí.
So la primera grabación, this is where I'm going.
Fucking Johnny.
Don't make it 90 days with what?
Cristales.
A la verga.
He didn't make
Yeah.
90 days.
Yeah.
we don't talk about that, man.
Yeah. Cristales, did Cristales even make 90 days? No.
They made one festival appearance.
Yeah, I remember.
mames.
Primo, let me get to that. La primera grabación que hacen ustedes,
Sangre en mis venas.
Sangre en mis venas. ¿Cómo es el concepto que? How did you guys decide to make that first recording? Because from what I know, it's one of the it's not it's a cover that has never made, it was never made into that style.
Mhm.
Because obviously hay con muchas agrupaciones, even big ones, que hacen covers, que son covers de los Bookies, que de Marisela, que de Yuri, que de whatever. It's a cover from another genre, which is I think La Senda made the Raíces. ¿Cómo se llama la rola?
Hasta la raíz.
Yeah, hasta la raíz, yes. Ese es en otro ritmo.
Yeah.
Es almost the same ritmo, pero es otro género.
Right, right.
You know?
More like an alternativo or something
Yes,
like that, right?
because I don't know if you
Or
guys
pop.
are like into other genres or whatever, pero
Something like that, right?
I remember Banda El Mexicano, Ramita de Violetas,
Oh,
and then I heard in Sky, in Ska.
Oh, it's ska.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's another genre.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's another cover, but it's in another genre. It's not as popular, the song you guys picked, but you guys made it into el estilo. How did that come into the band?
Well, initially, like I really like that song. That was one of my favorite bachata songs of all
Te
time.
chorreabas.
Sí, claro, claro.
Sí, sí.
But well, the reason why I picked that one song, and a lot of people don't know it, but there was a guy, you probably know him. He passed away. He got into a car accident in Maryland. His name was Jose Manrique.
Yes.
So he was a big fan of that song.
Okay.
And I remember when the original band Vena, who wrote that song,
Yeah.
came to I think it was in Virginia. They played. They all like all the friends and all the las amistades de ahí. They all went to go see Vena, and he
In
had asked for
honor
that
of
song.
him?
And, yeah, and I think if I'm not mistaken, and
Yeah.
to those who are out there who are listening,
Yeah.
if I'm wrong, correct me. But I remember that one of his friends, I think it was Richard, asked the band to play the song in his honor.
Oh, okay.
So I realized that was not just it was a song, but it was also something to honor somebody who passed away.
That has a meaning. Yeah,
Exactly.
That has a meaning.
That touched a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
And a lot of those friends, from school and just from around the way, they all resonated with that. So
Okay.
I wanted to do something with that song, but at first, like the guys were kind of a little iffy about
I was
it.
the first one to say no.
Yeah. Because
He flat out said no.
yeah. Because you don't it's hard to see
That's
a song
exactly what I said.
if you don't hear it.
It's also hard to explain it when
Yeah.
you don't
You
when
don't
they
have
don't
you don't have a
understand you.
structure to explain
Yeah.
a song that's in a different genre or maybe something
Mhm.
con que you hear it o tienes la idea, pero cómo lo pones en papel o cómo lo pones en un audio, you know, like por partes because it's a whole concept of una agrupación.
Mhm.
So you decide on that song and then you
Mhm.
kind of put it on the table.
Yeah, and like I said, at first they weren't really like too like convinced. Like
Yeah.
they didn't really like the idea.
Okay.
He was more like, I don't know, man. That's a really nice song. I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Because it could go either way. You don't know. You could either fuck it up or you can make it sound good.
Yes.
So I
And
was
that's,
like, okay.
I think that's what happened in La Era Duranguense. Because I don't know if you guys listened to El Wackpad.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Tuvo Marisol Terrazas
Mhm.
recently, and then she said that with Aventura, Obsesión, I think.
No, Obsession.
Yeah, Obsesión, where she met Romeo Santos, and she was like, sorry that we fucked up the song, and he was like, no, I sound good. You don't know what
Yeah.
you're doing, or you know the concept of if you're gonna fuck it up or if you're gonna make it un éxito.
Exactly. So
And-
that was the worry behind the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. So, you guys, was it an agreement that you were gonna try to make it work, or was it
So
like como que ya está la rola, ya está lo del estudio, hay que hacerlo type of thing, or como?
well, it was kind of shaky at the beginning
Yeah.
because like he was in
Uno
Mexico at the
sí.
time
Okay.
and he comes back from Mexico from vacation and we literally had nothing. Like we had just the idea, the concept,
Mhm.
and he's like, okay, well, so what are we gonna do with the song?
Yeah. Pues sí, pues está en otro
So then I
género,
was like,
pues, ¿no?
okay. So then right there, this was like what, mid-January, February. So then we start working on the song, and we had a version of it, but it wasn't really what we ended up recording.
Yeah.
Not necessarily what we ended up recording. And then one day, like we had the adornos, but it wasn't complete. Like nothing was complete. Like I think the only thing that was
No
like,
había una base, pues. O sí.
well, yeah, the drums, the bass, and the quinto were already like, I think they had an idea
Yeah, there was a base, pero no.
of what they wanted to do, but the melody part of it wasn't really there.
Okay.
And then not only that, but at the moment, right before, I think a week before we were gonna record the song, we hadn't decided who was gonna sing it between us three. So we did a tryout. We did like a little recording where he sang it, and then he didn't even sing it yet. He sang it, and then I sang it, and then he sang it. And then I remember that we did this all in Edwin's garage. Edwin Herrera, who's the one that helps us out with the sound, Pro Audio Stage. So shout out to Edwin Herrera. And also shout out to Tio Rodrigo Guerrero. He's always helped us out and always given us his support. And Monty, who's here backstage.
Backstage.
Woo, Monty!
Come here.
Come here, Monty. They want to see your face.
Come here, nigga. Come here. Para que te conozca la raza ahí.
America's gonna see your face. Oh, and Luis. I'll say so they can hear it.
Take over, bro.
There you go, right here. I sit on the drumstick. There you go. Yeah, drummer. Yeah.
Monty in the house.
Oh, what did you do? You fucked something up. You pulled this off. Oh, there it is.
I didn't know he saw that many times.
What are we
So,
talking about?
so for those of you who don't know, this is the reason why, this is the mastermind and the brains behind Conjunto Alazar. He's one of the reasons why we're successful, and one of the reasons why we decided to take this music thing to the next level. So, Monty, we want to say thank you for everything.
We love you.
Don't
You
listen to him. He's lying.
And we'll go to the saludos while we wait on our host and
Yeah.
and Jesse, and then we'll also pick up
Jesse
with,
went to
with
the bathroom
Monty
for the
and his
third time.
story.
And Vivo 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, all of them, bro. Hell yeah.
Huevo.
Yup.
All the point O's.
Oh, un saludo para Big Boy Johnny Lucero. Woo! Am I reading that right? I can't even see this far. I'm
Big
like,
boy.
yeah, he's on there. Thank you, bro, for the support. Take a shot. All right, let's take a shot. Let's go. Let's go with the shot, bro. Y'all playing
Ain't got
games.
much left, my guys.
No. I think
I
we-
got it. I'll go since.
Ya being beat.
All right, this is for
Jesse
everybody in the DMV. Thank you for the support. We love
too.
y'all. And this is a shot.
Y'all not down. We taking a shot
You
now.
not down. You not down.
Yeah, where you at? Where's your shot?
Yeah, where's your shot? Oh, where's your shot?
Sacó el vinagre. So no.
I want that right there.
It's rubbing alcohol.
Okay, so our host is back.
Yeah. No.
So
You read that, Jesse?
back to the story, right?
Yes.
2 weeks before the recording of Sangre de Mis Venas, Monty
Yes.
was actually
Who sneaks
I've
away?
heard a lot
back,
about
Monty.
Monty.
come back here.
Come back.
I heard a lot about Monty. Yo hasta hoy lo vengo conociendo.
Monty is the shit.
I was talking to Monty
Man,
behind the scenes,
the big dog.
and he was like, what the hell are you gonna do with this song? He was basically giving me a pep talk, like, bro, you're crazy. You have nothing ready. Well, what are we gonna do? You're just gonna go over there and waste your time in the studio and whatnot. He gave me a reality check. He was right about many things. He said it was expensive, so he gave me the rundown on what it's like to record a song, because apparently I had no idea what it was. So then, okay, I was like, all right, we're gonna get it together. Don't worry, we're gonna make this happen. We go practice one day before, right? One day before we go to the recording studio.
Practice?
So we practiced the song. Our focus for that practice was just the song.
Okay.
Cómo la vamos a grabar y cómo va a salir. The next day, that was a Friday night. The next day was a Saturday night. We woke up really early to go into Sleepy Hollows. Shout out to Neil, right?
Neil.
To Neil in
Saludos.
Sleepy Hollows. Thank you.
Saludos. Ah,
And that's in Herndon, Virginia. In Herndon, Virginia. Shout out to Virginia. And we went and we started recording the song. And it was a little rough at first. It took, I think, Oscar a little bit to get the drums down, because obviously, you got to follow the tempo, the metronome.
Delicious.
And then finally, it took us like 13 hours to record one song.
yeah, but it's the first time, bro.
Yeah.
It's the first time, yeah. And first
And
time, yeah.
I already took a shot.
Yeah.
I took a shot from that one.
First time, and actually, no one
Okay,
had been in
let
the
him take a
studio
shot, let him
like
take a
that,
God damn it. That's kind of get me drunk, man.
Who's driving? Who's driving us back, guys?
Aquí se quedan.
Fuck,
Ahí
bro.
tengo pinche visitors
So-
pass.
I'm taking Uber. What you mean, bro?
So we recorded the song. It started snowing. And then we were like, okay, I think it's time to leave. And we left. But at that time, we only recorded the music part,
Okay.
not the voice.
Yeah.
So finally, a couple of people, since we're talking about facts, right? Let's go over the facts. Some people said Andrew should sing the song. Some people said I should sing the song. But I was like, Jesse is part of the grupo. Jesse is our vocalist, so Jesse's gonna sing the song.
Mhm.
And he looked at me like, motherfucker, you crazy. Like, I don't sing that type of shit. Like, He was like, I was like, no. He's like, it's not gonna work. I was like, no. It's gonna work. Just trust me. The way you're gonna sing it is gonna work. Trust me.
Yeah.
And he was like iffy about it. Like, he didn't want to do it. He didn't really want to do it, but he was like, okay, I'll give it a shot.
He still don't like singing.
You
And-
don't? You don't? You don't like singing it? I think
I don't like singing.
I think,
But
you know what? I think as in a critic size type of like the song, I like the adornos, I like la entrada, and I like the way he sang it.
I do too.
I like it. I like
So-
it. I like it. I don't know.
But this
if
was
it's- okay.
this was before anybody had listened to him singing it.
Okay.
So we set up an appointment and we went to
A
record
session?
it at a session,
Uh-huh.
and we recorded it in Sheffield, which is in Baltimore.
Okay.
Baltimore County, right? Yeah. It's in Baltimore. It's in
Okay.
the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And a lot of artists have gone there, like Snoop Dogg and I think Mariah Carey did some there, and a bunch of artists have
Uh-huh.
recorded there.
Well, yeah, it's
a nice studio.
It's a studio. Yeah.
And we went there, and it was just me and him, and we just
Did
said,
Montiel go for it? Did you go, Monty?
No.
for
no,
that?
it was
No?
Luis.
Luis.
Shout out to Luis Arellano.
Flat
Saludos,
sound.
yeah.
Flat
yeah,
sound, baby.
Saludos,
Thank you
Luis.
for the support, and thank you for everything you've
Cuatro
done.
ojos. Saludos. Eso con
Saludos.
Pavano recio.
Yeah.
So we go into Sheffield, and we start recording the song. He starts going over it, and then we're kind of like, he sings it one way, and I'm like, okay, go up here, súbele aquí, bájale aquí, go like this, blah, 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 blah. Boom. Okay. And then we knocked it out in 2 hours. Took us 2 hours to finish that song. Then we had everything ready, and then he sends me the, you didn't send me the masterized version yet. You had just integrated the voice into the whole.
Yeah, just put them together.
You put it together.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to the song. Huh?
It's Jesse words
Oh,
that
perdón.
shit fresa así.
¿Quién dijo así?
In Jesse's words, that shit fresa así.
No, Álvaro Gómez.
Oh,
En español un poquito, ok.
primo. No, ahorita,
Perdón,
ahorita,
perdón,
ahorita,
perdón.
espérate.
En español,
Ahorita-
primo.
Ok, estamos
ahorita
hablando.
le ponen el translator.
Estamos hablando.
Ahorita
Perdón,
ponen
estamos
translator.
hablando de la canción Sangre de mis venas,
Ya, ya.
que fue una grabación en el 2019. La
No
primera
mames,
grabación.
no vayas a decir la historia completa, güey, no te pases de verga.
La primera grabación de Conjunto
No,
Alazar.
no mames, ya.
En este momento
Ok.
ya estábamos.
Ya, ya. Ok. Ya, no,
Espérate,
te
güey.
pases de verga, ya. Ok, entonces, graba este güey.
Y
You
le
record in
mandé.
2 hours, right?
Sí,
Okay,
le
you
mandé
sent it to
el.
Monty.
Monty la empezó a mover, pero me di cuenta que tenía un error la canción.
What was the...
Era una frase que dice él, pero no estaba en la
el
letra de la.
¿Qué dice?
Creo que decía. Cuando
Something
dice.
stupid, something small.
Yeah, yeah, but hey, but
Déjame
at the end of the day, pinche hasta, yeah, you have to be on it, kind of, yeah. When it's a
Y
studio
es algo
recording, you have to
pequeño,
be on
era
it.
algo pequeño. Era
Ajá.
cuando dice.
Y tú.
No, en esa parte no, en esa parte no.
Yeah. Y yo.
Creo que era la parte donde dice. ¿Cómo dice? No, it's before that, it's before that. Hey, yo.
Niggas made me sing that bitch last week y ni me la sabía la verga.
Fuck it, okay.
El chiste es que era una frase y la dijo mal.
Ajá.
Entonces yo estaba, porque yo escuchando la canción que me mandó él y
Ajá.
estaba yo leyendo la letra.
Ajá.
Entonces
Y
vi
you're
que esa frase
ah,
estaba
la
mal.
cagó este güey.
Y que le llamo en chinga a él y le llamé a Luis, le dije, hey, güey, le digo, la cagamos, le digo, esa parte, nomás esa partecita.
Ajá.
Y nomás para rellenar esa partecita, porque tú ves que cuando grabas algo en un día, tu voz como
Sí,
que
sí,
se,
sí, a huevo.
se desarrolla
Sí.
y estás como que ya calentito y
Ajá.
es diferente, ¿no?
Yeah.
Y si vas a otro día, en otra ocasión, a grabar la misma canción, ya no
Ya
vas
no
con
te va a
el
salir
mismo
igual,
entusiasmo,
ya,
no
ya,
te
ya.
sale igual.
Yeah.
Entonces nos tardamos como 1 hora para que él llegara a ese nivel otra vez.
Ah, la verga. Pues no.
Para que calentara
No vale
chingón
verga,
y cantara, y saliera bien la canción. Entonces, por fin, acabamos de grabar la canción y ya se la mandamos a él, la masterizó y la mandó de regreso y la escuchamos y pues a nosotros nos gustó, pero todavía estaba ese miedo de que la gente no iba a responder bien. Entonces, ellos como que decían, no, pues ahí, como veas, ¿no? Vamos a ver.
Lo que caiga, dijo
que
la,
caiga,
la
ya-
que
ya
caiga,
mismo-
dijo la Jenny Rivera.
Ya habíamos,
ya-
ya está la canción, ya gastamos el dinero.
I mean, we already had wasted the money. I mean, pues
Yeah,
que
yeah.
no hay de
Vamos a
otra,
ver
güey.
qué
I
pasa.
mean,
Investment was made, but you know what? When you guys released that song in the DMV, that song was popping, bro.
Sí,
Y
Gracias a
hasta
Dios.
el día yo creo que todavía la piden, ¿sí o no?
Sí.
Hell yeah.
sí, todavía.
Es el éxito.
This
La
nigga-
neta,
this
porque...
nigga doesn't wanna sing it,
Que
but
no la quiera cantar es otra
la
cosa,
neta,
pero que la pidan,
ya,
la
ya,
piden.
es otra
That
cosa,
they-
pero...
I don't think so. I don't think we have we have still had a little song that the people act
No,
like
no,
that.
that it's because you know
No,
what,
but-
a recording, and that's your first recording in studio. It's como que eso es lo que te estás dando a
Yeah,
conocer.
exactly,
The way
yeah,
it's
yeah.
recorded,
Ujú.
maybe in the next 5 years, que todavía está el cuadro, se vuelve a grabar
So,
y vuelva y saque otro, o sea, quede igual de perra,
Sí.
pero va a sacar otro brillo because it's been a remastered of other songs. Yeah, like a tune-up type thing, and it's gonna be type of thing. Pero I think that when you guys released your first song,
En Spanish.
it's like a spark.
it was that spark for the band because I mean, obviously, in so little time, you guys were able to actually, and you guys invested time and money into making a recording
funny.
locally in that area, or being the like a local band, or the band with so little time into doing something so important.
Sí.
Porque no cualquiera, obviamente, tú sabes que over there nadie grababa, nadie te grababa en vivo, nadie, era nomás puros gigs, puros gigs, puros gigs. Muy apenas se invertían para un logo, güey. Muy
No, pues,
apenas
hasta la fecha.
te invertían, hasta ahorita, muy apenas un grupo le invierte a una foto, un logo, a good nice design, a good promotion into the song or into the band or something good, you know, like, y que ustedes en un poco tiempo de que están juntos, boom, hagan ese tipo de investment, and you guys are like upgrading into the second generation or the new generation of music when it comes to the DMV.
Yeah, también because I probably think because over there in the DMV, la gente está muy cerrada, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not really up to date with the music.
Yes, you're
and with the
right.
stuff,
You know, it's always the
Es otro
same,
pedo,
the
yeah.
same thing, you know, todavía, I mean, it's not too, it's just facts, como dijo
Yeah, it's
Johnny.
just facts. It's just facts.
Montes todavía cierra puertas allá, it's still
Yeah.
sold out.
Yeah.
Invasores, or de Cadetes, or Cardenales,
Or-
pero
or
si metes una banda, ahorita ya es un poco diferente, because ahorita lo que la radio está tocando, lo que sea, this and that.
It's starting to
You
get
know,
boom.
yeah, it's starting to, pero antes que fuera los recoditos no llenaban, güey.
Hell no.
O sea, it was a whole different concept type of thing. And like I know that we just met, Monty, but I know your dad. You know, and I was a musician back in the days. Y yo tocaba en el East Coast nightclub before Palacio. And I know your dad for years, you know. Maybe he doesn't know me.
Hey, funny thing is, bro, when I was little and like I was like 12 years old, we used to play at clubs that your dad used to. I don't know what he was there for, but
Era
he was.
locutor y DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
he would-
Era MC. He was
he
the
would-
MC
he
in
would-
the radio too.
He
was
wouldn't let me in, bro.
MC.
I swear to God, bro. I swear to God.
Damn.
He was like, hey,
Somebody had to get it off their chest.
hey,
Somebody had to get it out. Somebody hurt face right now.
What do you have to say to that?
Monty, somebody's hurt
Hey,
face
bro.
right
Hey,
now.
bro. Low key.
Why are you
Low
trying to
key.
do
Yeah,
that?
why-
I'm not my dad.
¿Qué culpa tiene él que tu
No,
su
no.
papá no te dejó entrar, hijo de su chingada
This is-
madre?
No, pero así es el carácter de tu jefe, bro.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
He thought like, bro. I was like,
Hey, hold on. My dad's an asshole.
no, I was like 11 years old,
Oh, dude.
11, 12 years old, like going into nightclubs and playing.
Yeah.
So he was like,
Y este
like,
niño, este
yeah, like
pinche
who the
niño
fuck
mocoso que
is he, bro?
pinche-
Like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not getting in here. I'm like, bro, like I'm part of the band. And he's like, no, you're not. Like, bro, bro, it would be a struggle. It would be a struggle to get me in there, bro. I swear.
Why? I don't know. I guess.
But yeah, hablando del tema, me acuerdo que hicimos también un teaser para la canción
Yep, I
y
remember that too.
queremos mandar un saludo para Brian Carabeo, que está en Nueva York,
Yeah.
que nos ayudó con el teaser y también
Was
el
he the one
primer-
that did the first picture?
the first picture, yeah. So
Yeah.
también
Yeah,
muchas
for
gracias
sure.
por el apoyo, primo
Yeah,
Brian,
definitely.
y
Saludos al compadre Brian.
allá en Nueva York.
Yeah.
Y cuando sacamos el teaser, mucha gente, like, they were very excited about the
Yes,
song.
I remember the
They were like,
teaser.
yo, just release it right now.
Yeah.
This one guy was like, yo, I'll give you $50 if you release it. I'm like, it's going to come out on Friday, bro. You don't got to waste your money. He wanted to be the first. I should have taken the $50, right? But I'm humble, so I didn't.
No.
So I was just like, just Friday's like right around the corner. It's
I
going to come
remember
out.
that, dude.
And then we announced it, and everybody was like, everybody was just like,
Waiting.
waiting.
It was a
And
waiting
then
game, yeah.
Friday comes,
Boom.
and my phone is blowing up. The notifications from Instagram and Facebook.
Instagram, all the social media was
skyrocketed.
on that song.
Yeah, I
bro,
was
in
like,
the
oh,
DMV,
damn.
especially Maryland, everybody apoyando, and that's donde nace la inversión de que ustedes hacen de grabar una rola, and from there I think that's where it starts, where everybody's since day one, bro. It's day one, the first recording out, day one, everybody's apoyando Machine. Apoyando Machine y dándole. Y sabes que, como, it's hard as a local band out over there para meter buena gente en a local event.
Yeah.
You know? Porque obviamente tú sabes que te meten a tal lugar con un grupo grande, obviously van por el grupo
Por el
grande
grupo
y
grande,
te ven a
claro.
ti también,
Sí.
it's a exposure, but you're in a position where you're able to, te das el lujo donde dices, si yo cobro tanto, eso es lo que es, either you want me or not, you want it, take it or leave it, and I mean, no te vas a morir de hambre si no vas,
Yeah.
type of thing. And like, I've seen within the years that ustedes han llenado el mariachi, which is, a capacity of 400 or 500 people, 600 on a pushing day type of shit, todos juntos.
México, México lindo, on,
México lindo.
también on a single day le
Yeah,
damos
on
toda
a
gente.
Friday or Saturday.
Friday.
Yeah. A Friday or Saturday on a local type of thing. Meten gente donde it's good, man.
Yeah. No, pues gracias a Dios ya la gente
Yeah,
los...
eso es lo que
They look
cuenta,
out, you
man,
know?
que no es tanto de que tener pinches 6,000 seguidores en 90, 100,000 seguidores en las redes, si no son los que van a ir a verte en un evento y van a pagar un boleto por verlos,
Yeah.
even being locals, like at the end of the day, you guys, obviously, it's por decir, tú cobras lo que están haciendo. Ahorita ya tienen el disco en vivo, que obviamente tras behind
Monty.
behind
Yeah,
the mixer
Monty.
está mi compadre Monty,
Monty.
which hopefully this weekend we're gonna be able to work with him too,
Yes, yeah.
for some live sessions too out here.
The new shit.
And ya está el disco, ya está la rola de estudio y hay un disco en vivo ya en todas las plataformas.
Yes, sir.
And that goes a long way, man, especially out there. Obviously, you guys, I don't know if you guys seen, there's a lot of talent here. Y aquí, pues,
De bastante.
I mean, aquí hay un poco de
bastante.
todo, lo que es visuales de grupos, muchas agrupaciones, hay estudios, hay ingenieros, donde, entre más hay, es más fácil acomodarte para grabaciones y esto que lo otro. You know why? Because it's the same thing as here. If you go to Texas or if you go to Cali or LA type, big cities, it's gonna be a little bit more easier. Just for example, if you go to whatever city, maybe Denver, Denver maybe is a smaller city donde no hay ingenieros or studios where you can go record, like los compadres de Equipo Reforzado. They're from Denver, Colorado. They came record con Pachugar. Que hopefully we have him here in May. El compa Chugar, that was el tecladista de tocaba la tuba en un tiempo con Montes. Now he has a studio here. So now you're coming with bands out of state coming into the city to record out of state. Luckily you guys have one of the best engineers out in the East Coast. Out in DMV, because I listened
The
to
best.
This is day one. I've listened to the audio and I've heard really good recordings, different way. A veces con el tiempo se va progresando y se da. You give a name for yourself, and you could hear it, bro. You could hear the quality of the music. It's not just it's not like a basement recording from an analog mixer. It's quality music, and yes. At the end of the day, I think that's where you have to go and what you gotta give. You gotta give quality on the, pues, si tú le estás echando ganas, tienes que dejar quality para que la gente te responda y siempre dar el 100% de lo tuyo. So at the end of the day, eso es lo que ustedes han dado desde day one. You guys wanted to give good music. You guys always wanted to upgrade. Like, we did this. What can we do to make it better next year? And then you guys did move up the scale, and then what can we do to do better next year? Y así va. And that's the whole process of at the end of the day, we're here now, dude.
Yeah. Gracias a
Here
Dios.
now, you guys are gonna be working with Compa Fry. Tomorrow he works with one of the baddest out here in the city, bro. He
También
works
saludos
with,
al compa Jordi's.
Yeah, el compa Jordi's.
Compa Jordi Ponce.
Hay muchísimo, mi compa Roman Graphics, mi compa Paul, hay mucho diseñador gráfico perro que cada quien tiene su estilo. And mi compa Fry, los compas de AMG, they have a really good solid team where it's going to be top notch quality, bro. And poco a poco pues ahí se van dando las cosas, dude. And I mean, at the end of the day, ya está el disco en vivo que se lo recomendamos a toda la gente. en todas las redes, en todas las plataformas digitales, ya
Digitales,
está el
ajá.
disco en vivo. Yeah, check it out for sure. Pues mañana también van a estar presentando las rolas en vivo que tienen.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, Simón.
Ya allá en
Mañana.
Antigua.
La antigua. En la
Ya, la
antigua.
antigua. Cantina
Cantina de la
antigua,
antigua.
ya,
Ya.
ya. La
Y
antigua.
un saludo al señor el que me mandó el flyer, ¿cómo se llama?
Oye, Pedro Everástico y mi compa Rix.
Ok,
Mi
bueno,
compa Rix.
saludos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
saludos
Saludos
a
para
todo
ellos,
el equipo
muchísimas
de
gracias.
thank you for hooking us up
Antigua,
con ahí con el
Antigua.
trabajo.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
That we're gonna be working with them. Va a estar Kikini Los Astros también
Ujú.
desde
Kikini
they work
Los
with Remix
Astros.
Music
Ok.
de Monterrey.
Sí, sí,
So
sí.
I mean it's
Conjunto Decibel.
Decibel
Decibel.
and
Héroes del
Héroes
Norte.
Héroes. Hell
Un
yeah.
saludo para
you-
ellos.
Héroes
you guys are
jamming.
playing with
Saludos
Héroes,
para
so-
Héroes y
That's
Decibel
Yeah,
también.
dude. So I mean, you guys are like right in the middle between talent, bro.
Playing with the big
especially-
dogs, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
with the big dogs, bro.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's that's how you get into your foot in the door, bro. Y dan lo que ustedes saben, van a dar su show, sus rolas, obviamente promocionar, llegan a un mercado donde nadie nos conoce y ustedes den el 100%, van a dar el 100% y yo sé que pues poco a poco se va a dar, where at least once a year you guys come through,
Yeah, absolutely.
knock on doors y se hace la mancuerna, it's that type of thing, because it's not easy, bro. It's not easy. You know, the market out in the East Coast is different. It's very different because obviously you guys have New York City, you got New Jersey, North Carolina. It's maybe closer range,
Mhm,
but the cities are kind of smaller when it comes to the music.
mhm.
The Regional Mexicano is very different, como dijo
Yeah,
Jesse earlier.
it's not that big.
They're
over
a
there.
little bit with the dates are a little back.
Yeah.
Now you're coming into Chicago. You're coming into the bigger cities where norteño sax aquí rinde mucho norteño sax. At the end of the day, I mean, I can go, start counting how many norteño saxes here. So it's a lot of talent, a lot of raw talent, a lot of good talent. So I mean, you guys are getting the foot in the door, and I mean, I wish you guys all the best.
Gracias,
No nada
gracias.
más llegar aquí donde les pueden llamar y digan, hey, vamos para, ya han ido a Tennessee,
Ujú.
ya han ido a las
Tennessee.
Carolinas, ya han ido a New Jersey, a New York, ya han
York,
ido al
Michigan.
Patrón, right? You guys played at Patrón.
Patron, New York.
Where maybe we have a story between us where donde no se acopló Cascabel type of thing.
Yeah.
And you guys
Oh,
win.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
We ended up going.
I recommended you guys because
Saludos to Cascabel too.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, man. Mi
al
compa
de Conjunto
Jose, mi
Cascabel,
compa Jose.
compa Jose,
En esos
that's
tiempos,
right.
ya, cuando yo andaba norteño sax igual. No se nos dio ir.
Compa Jose, como
and,
Paco.
this and that.
Toda la
Pero
clica.
ustedes tuvieron la, you guys kind of opened doors some other states, So Tennessee, now you guys open the door here, and maybe in Chicago, maybe,
Mhm.
you guys might do Michigan.
Todos
Um,
esperados.
maybe you might and within the next year, once everything starts opening up, you guys can do Texas, any other state,
Yeah.
it's just not that little circle,
Right,
que no
exactly.
sale.
Yeah,
It's type of
y
thing.
también queremos darle las gracias a toda la gente del DMV que nos
Yeah,
apoya,
definitely.
nuestras amistades, los familiares que siempre están con nosotros. Siempre, a veces uno piensa, tal vez piense que uno no agradece, pero sí estamos muy agradecidos con todos, con toda la gente que escucha nuestra música en las plataformas digitales y a todos los que siguen, por ejemplo, el programa ahorita del Chokorreo y
sure.
todo lo que siempre van a nuestras presentaciones, a toda la gente que siempre nos apoya. Muchísimas gracias, de verdad.
Yeah, definitely. That's where it counts, man.
Yeah.
The support where it comes to cuando pagan por un boleto para ir a verlos
Sí,
in a local scene, because it's not pueden apoyar social media, pueden apoyar, pero donde se enseña el apoyo es donde van las presentaciones, donde ustedes se van a presentar, donde pagan un boleto,
Ujú.
sea un sábado, un viernes, un domingo, un jueves para ir a verlos, that's where the support counts, that's where it starts, bro. So hopefully, for this 2022, best wishes.
Thank you.
I know it's a new year. Is there any plans you can give us ahead of time?
Well,
'Cause,
ahorita tenemos planeado grabar 2 discos este año. Primero Dios muy pronto. ya estamos en pláticas y las ideas ya están ahí. Es simplemente que ahorita hemos estado un poquito ocupados y con unas cosas ahí que desafortunadamente tuvimos que pasar, pero
Yeah.
ya pasando este fin de semana vamos a empezar a trabajar en
Yeah,
eso muy fuerte
definitely.
para poder darle al público y a la gente que están esperando ahorita lo nuevo de Conjunto Alazar.
Yeah, definitely. Y también este fin de semana también vamos a andar trabajando en the live session.
Ujú.
A ver qué podemos sacar de material. Obviamente que van a estar aquí. Ya viene la nueva imagen de 2022.
Exactamente.
Viene mi compa Fry.
Ujú.
We'll be doing some fire ass stuff, you know.
Ujú.
All the social media platforms are gonna be upgraded with images and this and that, you know. We're gonna be doing that. We're gonna do the live session videos, pictures. O sea, una inversión de for the year,
Ujú.
obviously, because it obviously takes time with stuff like that. So ya viene the recordings that are coming this year. So I
Así
mean,
es.
hay que la gente esté pendiente porque pues se vienen cosas buenas.
Sí.
Se vienen
Claro
cosas
que sí.
buenas. Antes de terminar el episodio de hoy, quiero darle las gracias a todos ustedes, los 8, por tomarse el tiempo y tomar esta aventura en to come, del tiempo, la inversión de venir a tocar puertas en otros lados, you know. Pues yo personalmente, muy aparte de lo que es el Chokorreo, pues it's a one man show type of thing. Pero pues I've been there since day one with you guys,
Ujú.
and I really appreciate que han tomado la confianza conmigo, por tener la confianza de que podemos tratar de trabajar en, you know, we're here now, y pues la cosa es echarle ganas, you know.
Claro,
At the
claro.
end of the day, lo que ustedes ocupen es un apoyo muy grande, you know. Ustedes los considero familia, desde lo conozco, somos colegas músicos y todo. I mean, está la familia pues, de sangre, que es my brother and primo, and mi primo Johnny, pero pues ustedes siempre, Romelio, I known him since I was young, since we were young, and all the guys, y pues obviamente Gio and Monty tienen su casa aquí en el Chokorreo, y aquí en Chicago también tienen donde llegar. And I want to thank you guys. Before we end the episode, I want to thank you guys for coming out and doing this type of investment to bring the band and make it something better, you know. Make it another step of something more de que pueden tener en su currículum,
Ujú.
you know.
No,
Thank
pues
you.
muchas gracias por tenernos y la verdad pues estamos muy emocionados de estar aquí en Chicago, conocer esta maravillosa ciudad y pues vamos a darle con todo mañana y esperemos que nuestra música sea del mayor agrado de aquí, del público de Chicago.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Hell yeah, privada Mexas are here. Shot. Vámonos,
Let's
mi
do
compa
it, let's
Iván.
do
Ahí
it.
va,
El piloto
hell
cannabis.
yeah.
Piloto
Cáigale,
cannabis,
compa,
cáigale.
Mansi, anything
Véngase,
you wanna
compa. Mi compadre Romelio, por ahí. Let's start with you. Unos saludos ahí para despedir el episodio.
Oh, saludos a toda la raza de Guerrero, toda la raza de Pochutla, Huacocingo, la familia Creso, mi papá Ofelio, mi mamá Kelina, a mis hermanas que nos apoyan un chingo también. Saludos para todos ustedes.
Shout out to everybody who support us. Thank you so much, Max. Igual, gracias.
Oh, thank you, bro.
So yeah, thank you.
No, Monty, dale. Ahí, bicho, yeah,
Who
saludos.
am I
You're
shouting
part
at?
of the
Who am
team,
I
bro.
shouting
You're
at?
part of
Yeah.
the team, yeah. You're
Shout
part of
out
the
to-
team.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Shout out to your dad.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Somebody's
your
hurt.
dad.
So bad.
Hey, somebody.
bad.
Hey, alguien está sentido.
I
Somebody.
know.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
he let me in when I was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
I can't get into clothes when I'm
Yeah.
12 years old.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
¿Quién iba a dejar ese pinche chamaquito meco entrar al club?
DMV misses us and we miss DMV. We love y'all. Mwah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did we
Shout
shout
out.
out?
Oh, you're good.
You good? Go ahead.
No,
Saludos.
I was gonna say shout out to Ronnie, shout out to Mr. Ed, Fernando, everyone that has helped these guys out, the
No,
backbone,
Thank you,
Hell
thank
yeah.
you.
you know,
Yeah.
and they've
The
been
people in the
sticking 'em.
backstage, bro, that sometimes
Backstage that
We-
don't get
sometimes
credit,
the
you
artists
know?
don't consider,
Yeah.
bro, and everybody that has, like, when you make a movie, you know how the credits are.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
it's the
Yeah,
credits
yeah,
are
no.
3 minutes long.
Yeah, exactly.
No, fucking saludos al compa Monty, el que anda ahí de ingeniero, al compa Chris, al tío Rodrigo, al compa Edwin, al compa Flaco, al compa Fernando, para todos los compas que andan ahí pendientes ahí, Pro Audio, para toda la raza Pro Audio que anda ahí atrás de la consola ahí to
Al
make
compa
Pichi,
Flaco.
al compa Flaco to make everybody here ahí de los Conjunto Alazar ahí perros.
Hoy, y también
Hey, did you,
Méndez, who passed away.
Oh, sí,
El
también.
compa Méndez,
Méndez.
rest in
Que en
peace,
paz-
my
que en
brother.
paz descanse, que apenas falleció.
Mi más sentido pésame para la familia
Yeah,
de
definitely,
Méndez.
bro. Mi compadre, did you even finish, bro? Because Jessica, no, yeah, okay.
No, quiero dar saludos a toda la gente que nos ha apoyado primero y pues, como te digo al principio, estoy muy agradecido por estar aquí en Chicago y pues a ver qué se puede hacer. Pues,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely, bro.
thank you.
Primo Johnny.
Pues como lo dije hace rato, la verdad estamos muy contentos de venir a conocer esta ciudad, la ciudad de los vientos, donde hay mucho talento y mucha gente bonita y la verdad, pues muy emocionados y la verdad espero que esta no sea la última vez que nos veamos por acá.
¿Quién sigue por ahí? Compadre Javi.
Hi, compa Max, thank you for the time,
Oh,
man.
thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
it. Ay, saludos a toda la gente del DMV and excited for tomorrow, man. Ready to put on a show.
Definitely. Hell yeah,
Hells yeah,
for sure,
hells
man.
yeah.
The weekend's good. What did you?
Compa Max, thank you for having us.
Oh, thank
It's
you,
been
bro.
it's been a pleasure being here. Quiero mandar un saludo a toda la gente de Vicente Guerrero, all my family out there, mi hermana, mis primos, mis tías, everybody out there, mi abuelita. Shout out to the people in Virginia, mi mamá, mi papá, mis suegros, my wife Tanya, my boy Leo, mi cuñada Sandra. What's up? Yeah, bro. Everybody out there. Shout out. Thank you all for the support. Everybody in the DMV, all the people from Maryland, que vienen. Literally, bro, the same people. Everybody, like every show, bro, the same people. Big support, man. Big shout out to you
Yeah,
guys.
definitely, man.
Sin
Definitely,
ustedes,
definitely.
we're nobody, and we really appreciate all the support that you guys bring. Every tocada, you guys are there. Shout out to you guys.
Hell yeah. Con eso andamos dando el resumen aquí al Chokorreo. Quiero darle gracias, antes de terminar, quiero darle gracias a toda la gente que sintonizó hoy, toda la gente que apoya el programa, obviamente a toda la gente que apoya el grupo de Conjunto Alazar desde el DMV. Obviously es un episodio más, un episodio especial porque vienen desde allá por primera vez, desde el East Coast, vienen para acá, a Chicago, aquí a su casa. Y obviamente, pues a toda la gente, saludos para todos ustedes que apoya la música de Norteño Sax, al grupo Conjunto Alazar. Con eso despedimos, queremos darle que se la pasen buenas noches. Ahí vamos a ver los audios, ahí en Spotify y todas las plataformas. Nos vemos. Esto es puro Conjunto Alazar, oiga.
Vámonos, recio.
Oh.